I'm supposed to do that during the song, and I was dancing.
I'm always. It's a
The whole
lot.
point of doing the thing is so like I can put it in the background, but I still fucked it up. No big deal.
It's funny. We were both. You know how when you're on StreamYard, you can see when you're logged in as like the admin, the backstage. Right. So Robo and I, when that song plays, we always dance to each other, but then we both forget that we actually have to press buttons and do things.
Come on, StreamYards. Why don't you know to bring me in when the song's over?
That's right.
That's exactly right. Mylene is in the chat. What's up? What's up?
How are you? What's up, G?
What's up, Mario? Candelaria. Nice.
Candelaria.
Candelaria. Candelaria.
Yeah. Candelaria. Yeah. I don't have any accent marks to help me out.
If you need that name said in the whitest way possible, I can handle it. Just let me know.
I'm still trying to get you to say Mylene right.
Not gonna happen. Sorry about that.
How is everyone?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's happening with you, Daddy? What's new with you?
I just got back from watching Eternals, but I'll save the conversation.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Spoilers.
That's it.
Yes, spoilers.
I was gonna tell you. I came back from the movie earlier today. So
it's good as fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's good as fuck. Don't at me, as the children say. Don't at me.
Should we just talk about it?
Well, I thought it was awesome.
I liked it. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
We could do a spoiler-free conversation about it, but definitely knows about it. It just came out. It came out yesterday.
I know. We need to give the people some time.
Yeah.
Well, can I ask Danny, what would you rate it?
I don't have a number rating, but it's definitely not what the critics are saying. It's higher than that.
How about this? What? So, in your hierarchy of MCU movies.
Oh, fuck. That's even worse.
Oh, damn.
I need more time. I need more time.
Yeah.
So,
same.
But if I had here, I'll give you a first impression, but just, put it in there in pencil because you might have to erase it later. I'm going to put it. So my top three are the Endgame, Infinity Wars, and then Ragnarok, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 is Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to put Eternals below Ragnarok. So that's my number 4 spot.
Okay.
Temporarily. We'll see. I gotta watch more times, And I'll even say this much. No spoilers. But there is one, I think most people have heard this one complaint. It's a little long and drags a little bit in some places.
Oh.
Okay.
So there's a spot where I was kind of like,
let's go.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Yeah. A lot of exposition. And some people like that kind of stuff. But
it was necessary. It was necessary.
Yeah.
Because it's, I will say, especially being a person who just recently consumed a ton of Eternals comics for video research.
Yeah, I saw all your videos. That's how I
I'm sorry.
Oh, you are so smart on Eternals. I'm like, bro, I'm a comic book nerd. I gotta do what I do. Like, let me watch this next.
It's Star-Lord T'Challa.
That is, man.
So
that's
sick. He's got the teeth. He's got the teeth.
Yeah, sick.
So yeah, my wife. That was my thank her for that one because she got it for me.
Nice way.
For a just because present. It wasn't even
thank you, Ms.
special.
Without Fear. Mrs. Without Fear.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Without Fear.
Miss Fear, without his middle name.
Sorry.
Bunch of fucking weirdos.
Miracle Man, have you seen Eternals yet?
I haven't, but I did get a big spoiler, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I know it's your
No,
show.
no,
I'm going to say it right now. It was.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's funny because, I know whatever he's going to say is going to be hilarious. Go on, Miracle Man.
Please.
I was told that it was Mephisto all along. So.
Oh my God.
Why did you say that?
Dude, why would you just ruined the movie for everybody. Oh my God.
They're actually the X-Men. They're actually the X-Men. That's how they introduced them to the Marvel Universe.
Okay. Yeah. I will say I want to talk about it just for a few minutes, how this movie sets up X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ah!
It doesn't. No.
How dare you play with my emotions like that?
I will say
it sets up Game of Thrones better.
yeah. Well, no, and that's the thing that I liked about it, and without saying anything about the story or the plot, is that having consumed a lot of Eternals comics recently, there's a ton of stuff in the the stuff that happened from the comics that is in the movie that I did not expect them to even come within any hope of even doing. Like there's storylines and stuff that they address that I was just like, nice. Oh, y'all are going hard in the paint on this.
Yeah, I've never read any I read one issue of the Kieran Gillen, the recent one. I've always told myself, "Ooh, let me go read the Neil Gaiman stuff."
It's really good.
Or
it's
the
really
Kirby
good
stuff, but I've never done it. So going in fresh, without any. There was one thing that I saw on TikTok that was kind of a spoiler, but other than that, I was pretty fresh. So
okay, yeah.
We talk about this a lot, right? Like that the thing that the big two don't do well enough is push comic books when people are going to see their cinematic universes. So I'll just jump in and say I got Kindle Unlimited free for 12 months, and there are 3 Eternal runs that you can get on that for free. And one of those is the Gaiman one of those is the Gillen one, and then there's one in between from 2008 where the writer I can't remember. So
it's Charlie and Daniel. I think it's Charlie and Daniel Knopf. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So if you want to read, if you have a Kindle
all 3 good runs.
Yeah, and if you want to read some Eternals and figure out if you like it, go for it. Because I loved that. Did you like the Gillen run?
Oh, I love it. Actually, that's what made me go back and read the other stuff.
I'm too dumb to read Kieran Gillen.
Same.
Okay, I will say this: the first issue of Gillen's run, it's very overwhelming. It's because if you don't know anything prior to the Eternals, like the past stuff, like any of the backstory, you will get Gillen is out in the damn weeds. He's he's making references. Heck, I forgot that when he the very first issue, it's like, oh hey, Thanos is here, and I was like, I thought that dude was dead, and then I forgot. Oh yeah, because I haven't been reading Guardians of the Galaxy. Because there's callbacks to Donny Cates' Guardians of the Galaxy. There's callbacks to the Gaiman run, the Charlie and Daniel Knopf run. There's stuff that goes back to the Peter Gillis run.
It's funny, we've said that about Gillen. Like Gillen's been on the show a couple of times, right? He's a cool dude, but he used to be a journalist, and so did Gaiman. And I find they're both. We've said this before to each other. They're both really similar in their style, in that they're super research heavy, and they try and put a whole bunch of crazy concepts in there, layered, right? Like it's not just what you see if you dig and scratch beneath the surface. There's a whole bunch of mythology and archetypes to learn and explore, but it can be overwhelming if you're jumping in.
It's like you're just like, oh wait,
it's too much shit. Oh god, there's cocks everywhere. I get
it. Damn.
We're all like, wait, hold on, what the fuck?
Is that from Wicked and the Divine? I haven't read all of it.
Wicked and the Divine, yes.
That's about right. That's
accurate.
You should finish it, Danny. It's excellent.
It's very wordy. Very wordy, but it's good.
I don't finish shit right there, because you're talking about the Wicked and Divine. Dope. I'm like, I'm gonna start that, but then it's like, yeah, but Eternals coming up, so you probably should read, the Gaiman. Oh, I bet I'm gonna start. It's on Marvel. You got it. Like, but Gillen's dope too. Like, all right, but I'm gonna finish this. But it's like, yeah, but have you heard the manga Berserk? I'm like, you ever watch like an animal show where it's like the predator is about to kill some shit? If he would just pick one, he'll kill it. But there's like 17,000 like deer. He's like, oh shit, what the fuck? And it's like, he's nothing. That's me. I've read like the first 7 pages of every comic ever read.
Yeah,
never finished it.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Call me Mr. Volume 1.
Yeah, that's right.
I wish. I used half of the first issue before another shiny object goes. Ooh.
I didn't realize how much Gillen I consumed until the other day. I was itemizing it. I was like, shit, I've been reading Wicked and Divine. I've been reading Die. I've been going back and reading his old X-Men run.
Once in Future? Have you?
Yeah, I've been reading the shit out of Once in Future. I'm just like,
shit.
I'm like, wait, I'm reading Eternals. Like, oh my god.
Hell yeah. That's a good time though. He's a good writer.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's great. I love him.
Oh yeah.
I love him to death.
Hey,
Super
Marlene.
nice dude. Hi, Marlene.
Hey, say hi, Miracle Man.
Hi, hello.
Go on.
It's like, no,
Hello, Mylene.
Yay!
Love it.
You telling me Malin is she ain't mailing nothing? No, he's not.
No,
You ain't nailing Malin? I don't know.
I love it.
Hey, before we get into like the news, we can chat about Eternals some more at the end. Again, no spoilers. But do we want to start off with what we're reading this week? What you think people should be reading? What you bought, if you bought anything?
I got some stuff if y'all want to check it out.
Yeah, let's start with that. Then we'll go
Let's go.
clockwise from there.
Here, if you want to just embiggen me for a little bit, so I can show you.
Of course we do. Oh, we both pressed it.
I love it.
So I've been reading Static digitally, but I saw this cover. It's a homage to Akira, so I had to have it.
That is
I'm loving Static season 1 though. Also, this shit. Oh
That
my god!
shit.
I've heard it's
Yeah.
good. I've heard it's really good.
Dark Knight
Miracle
Steel.
Man told me to get it, and I read
Oof.
it last night, and I was like, "This is the fucking shit."
I gotta pick it up. Superman with the sword just sounded stupid. I'm like, what is that? But everybody's talking about good. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna
it's
get it.
good.
It's actually legit good.
Both Tom's killing it because Tom King with Human Target. Holy shit!
Nice.
Really good number 1. And then
That's a nice cover.
It is.
Zdarsky's new Newberry. I got the Tula Lotte variant because I love her work. So it's really good. So those are the main things. I read some other stuff, but it was digitally for my channel. But I can recommend those 4 things. Really good stuff.
Hell yeah!
Awesome. Ernie, the Blerd without feet.
Yes. Honestly, for me, I didn't read a whole heap of a lot because I've been reading so much other stuff for doing videos and whatnot. But definitely can say Static and Icon and Rocket.
All the milestone stuff is just so good.
Which is so like, okay, so and this is coming from a guy who's like an old school milestone head from back like the early original back in 1992, 93. And I always see so many like haters on it. Like they're always like, oh, it's not as good as the original stuff. But it's like, dude, if you actually going back and reread some of that shit from like 92, 93, I'm not saying it's bad. It's good, but it's dated as fuck.
It's dated.
Yeah.
It is very dated. And
Really?
this stuff is more up to speed. You know?
It's funny to think about, like, societally, how much we've changed in the last 20 years. I think I've said this on the show before too, but rereading Why the Last Man is really jarring at times because the protagonist will just drop the fucking retard bomb or like, and you're like, what?
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's just so
also I think the main thing for me is that like I know this is I feel like most anyone in this call would probably feel the same way I do about this, but the thing I've noticed a lot is that people are just like, oh, I hate how woke this comic is, man. It's preaching too hard. But here's the thing I always tell people: go back and read the original Static. Static literally almost killed a dude with a gun because he was getting bullied at school. And he wasn't going to just walk up and shoot this kid who was very racist. He wasn't going to shoot this kid straight in his face. He was going to shoot the dude from like across the block and very likely miss him because he never fired a gun before and probably kill somebody else instead. But I saw so many people like, no, man, that was real. I felt that, man. It's like, but the fact that he literally went to a Black Lives Matter protest and the police and the police fired tear gas at these people that mutated them. I was like, what seems more likely to you?
Experimental tear gas. Holy shit. We've never used this one before, but today
we haven't done it. But my whole mentality is, and I've actually talked to both Reggie Hudlin and Dennis Count about this, and their answer is the same answer I tell everybody else. If you don't like the new shit, go read the old shit. It ain't gone.
That's it.
You know, but put your money where your mouth is and go buy them omnibuses when they come out. I don't want to hear you talking shit. Yeah, they're
3,000
releasing
pages or some shit.
Yeah, and that's just like a
Scratching
little
the
bit
surface.
of it. Yeah, it's just scratching the surface. So I just tell people, like, dude, Milestone was really instrumental in doing a lot of things early. But yeah, that stuff is very. You can tell that shit came out in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's got 1992 literally stamped on its forehead.
Oh yeah.
I like the Vita Ayala stuff, and with Brandon Thomas and Reggie Hudlin. I like what they're doing now.
Super quick question for you, Blerd. With the Milestones cinematic universe, is it going to be successful or is it going to be cringe?
Okay, I can answer this. For me, I think it's going to be successful. I think it's going to be but if you're like anyone who goes by the name, the quartering, the nickeling, the diming, whatever, you'll probably think that it's SJW nonsense and that it's that's so woke it's gonna go broke, and that the Snyder Cut did it better. Somehow.
to be fair, there's a lot of brown people in there, so clearly it's way too SJW.
It's way too. Wait a minute.
So many brown
hold on.
people.
Hold on. I know what you cut to me. Oh, do it again.
Yeah. I saw your face. Hold on. I was looking for that Zack Snyder thing. What the hell? Hold on.
You're like, wait a
minute. I do want to point out the ridiculousness of like a regular guy holding up a bat-shaped batarang next to the sword and like the trident. He's like, look at my little stabby stab. Like it is.
I have a bat-shaped boomerang.
What
Still, a cyborg's not even holding anything. It's just his arm.
He's got his arm. He's like, I am.
What is he doing there? He's just like, I don't want to be left out, man. Like,
this is my strong hand.
Someone should edit it so that he's just holding a frag grenade.
I mean, of all the things that he could be holding, too, it's like you could at least held up the grapple gun or something.
That's
right.
Something.
That grappling gun is way more intimidating than a batarang. I'm sorry. It is.
He could have done the morph into the 1,000 decibels of white sound cannon. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like white
would have been dope, man. I would have watched that.
Hey, before we move to Miracle Man, you were reading a bunch of Eternals. You got a bunch of videos on your channel. If anybody doesn't know about Eternals, go. And I'm sure there's more coming, right? Because it's still getting hyped. Or are you done?
I'm currently editing a video for the Black Knight.
Okay,
it's in the name. It's eternal.
It's eternal. It goes on forever. But no, I do have videos for the character Zurus, as well as the Black Knight, and I'm also maybe gonna do a video for another character that shows up a little later, who's like maybe probably one of the only 3 Black Eternals I've ever seen.
Okay.
In all my research.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
I've got time to read one run.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to read any other ones. What is the run you read?
I tell you what, I would say read the game and run, because I wish I would have read it first. Because the Gillen run immediately references it within the first 2 or 3 pages. So yeah, I would read the game and run first, just because it's also a good jumping on point. Because if you don't know shit about Eternals, then they do a good job of getting you used to the core characters early on. So
just to jump in for the chat, Matthew says, I'll save everyone from needing to see any spoilers. There's nothing about the X-Men and Eternals. You have to buy all of We Are Legion's comics to see the MCU's origins for the X-Men. I'm more a fan of the quivering. I love that shit.
Much better.
Quivering.
Much better.
Oh my god! I swear to God, I hate that guy.
No, tigre. Oh wait, am I? Oh hey, snap, my man. What's up?
Hey.
I was just about to pick my nose and everything.
You can still do it.
I mean, go ahead, man, dude.
The benefits of never appearing on camera.
can only
Thanks,
eat
man.
them off screen, but nobody gets if you pick them up.
How
I
are
mean-
you? Say my name.
Say my name. Hey, you gotta say it slower.
Say my name.
El Cipher.
All
What
right,
up, though?
let's keep this moving. Miracle Man's gonna go next. Hey, Cipher. Think of like whatever you plan to play next, because I know you're not out there buying comic books right now, unless there's something you want to talk about. But Miracle Man.
All right. Well,
what did you get? What should we be reading?
I read a lot of the stuff Danny was reading, but I just read this.
Oh my god!
Love
hell
that. I
Oh,
love
damn.
that. It's so good.
It's incredible. It's
Is that Selena
fantastic.
Kyle?
Yeah. Yep.
It is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
It fits right into the Bat Cat storyline, but it's done by Cliff Chang.
Okay.
It's real awesome.
It's great, and you the thing I love about it. First of all, this is a dope ass cover.
So dope.
But the thing I love the most about it is, you really see what happens to Gotham without Bruce.
It prospers.
Kinda. But you see, like, listen, even if Bruce Wayne, even if Batman dies tomorrow, there is a mountain of people out there waiting to pick up the mantle, and they pick it up in different ways. It's not just you got another Batman. So great book. I don't know if anybody's reading this. Anybody reading Echolands?
I have the
I've
first two
not.
issues. I haven't read them though.
So I'm
That's
just going to
so
show you
sick.
some of the art.
Oh, I love it.
Is that a normal size comic, but it's bound that way?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Wow, that's
Which
dope.
I
Oh,
book.
okay.
Fair
dope.
size book.
I'm kind of digging on that.
Oh, here we go. Check this out. Look at
I
that.
like that too. I think that's so cool.
Oh, wow.
Dude, you got
I-
nice fingers.
Listen, thank you.
Jesus.
I won't lie. That's how I get all the girls. And the boys.
Check out these babies.
Hey,
Right.
G.
And I do well there. But no, seriously. So here's the thing with Echolands. I think I'm too dumb to read it. Because I'm not
sideways.
I'm not 100% certain what's going on yet, and it's like at issue 3 now or 4. This is issue 4, I think. It's 3. Sorry, I had no fucking clue what's going on. It starts off with it's in this obvious world where like all these different concepts exist. You have magic, you have like pulp, you have mobsters. I'm trying to see if it. Oh shit! Look at this. Look at this page. Look at this. It's all gorgeous.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh yeah.
Like honestly, who cares if you even like the story? Like you don't have to read the words; just flip through the pages.
Yeah.
That's what I
looks
do.
beautiful.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
it
gorgeous.
looks like
It's
a beautiful
gorgeous.
comic.
Highly recommend that one. Pick it up. Give it a try. Superman 78 came out this week. Yeah, very dense. You're right, man.
Matthew, that's actually a Miracle Man's Tinder bio. He's gorgeous, but very dense, so mileage may vary.
Accurate. Accurate. There's nothing wrong with that statement.
On the bottom, as advertised.
As is. If you were a fan of the Chris Reeves Superman 78 is the greatest fucking thing ever made.
Yep.
I love it to death. They introduce, this is the Chris Reeves Superman world. So you get it's very much his characters. It's his Lex Luthor. They introduce Brainiac. In the second issue they use the cellophane Superman shield. There's a lot of ads. They use the cellophane Superman shield in the second issue.
I love it.
It's so fucking good. Really, like you should read it. If you haven't read it, read it. It's only 6 issues total. Robert Venditti is writing it. He's the same guy who just did that fucking dope as hell Hawkman run.
I'm about to say, was he the same guy that did Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps?
Yep.
Yeah, let's say I've been a fan of him for a good bit. I like him.
Good dude. This is James Stokey's Orphan and the Five Beasts.
Ooh.
If y'all aren't familiar with James Stokey, I'm gonna tell you right now, he is one of the most incredible artists currently working in the medium today.
You know it has to be good if it's a Dark Horse comic that you're picking up.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if I'd always endorse that, but I will say if it
I'm just
says
saying you don't-
Stokey
Well, how often do you have dark horse pulls? Is what I'm saying.
I don't very
so-
often. You're right. Yeah. So if I'm pulling it, yeah, it's got to
So-
be a good book.
So I don't know if this is appropriate, but shots fired.
Accurate.
I mean, Dark Horse ain't always been hitting it lately. I mean,
Well, I mean,
It's just-
they lost everything, right? They lost aliens, they lost
Yeah.
powers.
mhm.
They've had to
Right.
rebuild around the Lemire, what's it called?
Black Hammer.
Black Hammer, yeah.
Oh
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot they still had that. Shit.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
I need to get my comics book game because the only thing I know about Dark Horse is that Katy Perry song. I'm about to ask if it's canon.
Fucking hell.
Good point.
Oh, God.
Good point.
This guy.
If you want to pick up, yeah, there you go. That Matthew just said there, Stokey's Dead Orbit. That was an Aliens book
Yep.
that Stokey did for Dark Horse, and it was probably one of the coolest alien books ever.
What's the deal with the licensing for Aliens now that Marvel's got that run happening? What's the deal?
Well, it's owned by Fox, which is owned by
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
So,
So does that mean both publishers can have Alien series
No.
concurrently?
just
Marvel.
Marvel?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're-
this is strictly a Marvel party as far as like comics and stuff go.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah,
They're
Hellboy
out.
too.
Basically that's what they have is Hellboy and Black Hammer at this point. That's pretty much.
Oh,
They have a
wow.
superhero universe that they can't seem to figure the fuck out. But they came out in the 90s. It was Comics Greatest World. They tried to bring it back a few years ago. They went way too high concept with it, and I think they lost every single person who ever read it. But
Yeah.
if you want to try anything from Stokey, the Dead Orbit, Godzilla Half Century War,
Yep.
incredible, so good. Orc Stain which is where I first heard about him. He did this book about orcs, and it is crazy as shit. And I'm just gonna give you a little teaser. Orcs, when they defeat somebody in battle, they cut off their graunch. You can figure out what that is. They petrify it, and then they slice it into coins and use it as currency.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
Right?
That's kind of ball.
It already has a
Forget
yeah.
forget crypto. I want some dick
Right.
coins.
Right.
So if I say this is expensive as balls, is accurate?
Literally. That's literally a thing.
It's
That's literally a
legit.
thing.
Just the tip. I'm gonna leave a tip.
wow.
Okay, so hey,
And
hey,
it's actually a tip. It's
Yo.
actually the tip.
bro, I actually got some loose change right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm
then
so done.
I just finished this today. This is the
I love that cover so much.
isn't it nice? So Wonder
Can you
Woman
Can
80th
you show
anniversary.
us her thighs real quick? Can
You wanna
just
get- You want to
enhance
get
the thighs?
close on the thighs there real fast?
Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at them legs.
Look at
Yeah.
them legs.
Hurt me,
Look
mommy.
at them legs.
Um,
They're amazing.
So this was a web store exclusive cover for the 80th anniversary, and I was talking to somebody the other day how they did our girl wrong here. If you look at all the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary covers, not a single one of them is from. Well, that's not true. There's like two from artists that she's very famous with. Ghost X. I'll make a list for you there, Matthew. But they didn't do Brian Boland. They didn't give you an Adam Hughes. They didn't give you a Perez. Although, okay, Perez is retired. You couldn't pull something out of the vault. You know what I mean? Like you could have done something with any of those famous. Now, I was told that they did the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary covers. Like they were all like homages to other things. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking cool. But they could have put one of the artists she's known for, hired one of them for a cover. And they didn't do that. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. Last two books. Here's a buddy of mine, Daniel Calvin. He's on the tweeters as Daniel Calvin. This is his Kickstarter book. It's a superhero in before World War I in New York City.
Okay.
And it's a Jewish superhero. So 1910s, 19 teens in New York City, not a great time for anybody, particularly if you were of any ethnic minority. There were people that were very much against you being there, and Jewish people, of course, had it pretty bad, working in sweatshops. And it's historically accurate. He's gone to great lengths. He and his artists have gone to great lengths to make sure that the architecture looks right and the accoutrement of daily living looks right. And it's a really great book. It's at issue 5. He's got more planned. So if you can buy it, I'm not real sure where he's selling it, but if you go to Daniel Calvin at Twitter, there you'll be able to see it. His web link. And last but not least, I missed which cover you grabbed. This is Human.
The main one. I just grabbed the main one.
This here is Human Target #1.
Yeah.
They're doing a I'm not sure if it's going to be all 12 issues. It probably isn't. But this is like a faux magazine cover for them. If you look, it says a Pennyworth Brothers investigation.
Yeah.
So that was great. I agree. The art has got this beautiful retro feel. The only part that I was bummed out about, and it's Tom King, so I should probably just wait till all 12 issues are written and printed and in my collection before I even bother to read it. But there's one 2-page spread with the JLI on it, and that's it in the whole book.
Yeah.
Which I'm not buying it for Human Target. I don't know about any of y'all. I could not give a shit about anything that happens to the Human Target. But Justice League International, you give me some Wahaha Giffen and DeMatteis era Justice League, man, I'm buying it.
Yep.
So hopefully we get more in later issues.
One title. What do people need to go buy? Out of all those, just get this one.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lonely City. That's the one right there.
Catwoman immediately became like something I would recommend to like a new reader.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It pays you for having a deep knowledge of both DC and Batman, but you also don't need any whatsoever. You could have had this is a book that could be picked up by any of the normal non-comic reading folks on the streets, and they'd be able to read it.
Yeah, nice.
So
pick it up, Cipher.
First of all,
a Cipher.
And
everybody knows people talking about me, but why say it out loud, right? I mean, why ruin the twist?
Any of those fucking normies that don't read comics.
You know what I mean? We all knew. I just, you know what? Hey guys, thank you for having me. It was a great time.
Michael, what's up, man?
Miracle
How you
Kid?
doing? Miracle Kid.
Accurate.
Miracle Man is involved for him.
If you're reading anything, you can talk about that. I don't know if you're picking up any manga, but if not, what are you playing right now, and what should people be playing?
So, I just got done playing Metroid Dread, and I'm gonna tell you right now,
it's good.
Everybody excluding Robo because he has this hate with platform games because
I love bullet hell and platform games. It's my favorite.
Like he needs more hugs, guys. That's all it is.
Look, I just suck at them. That's it. All right, you want me to say it out loud? I'm bad at them, and that's why I hate them.
Yeah, well, but that okay. Anyway, point is, Metroid Dread, man, the bee's knees. I didn't even know bees had great knees, but apparently, this game has them. It was so good. They don't
very often. So when
they do. It was
awesome. Yeah.
Bro, honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a preview for my review. That game felt like what I would imagine crack will feel like.
Like that first hit.
I'm gonna tell you that. Hear me out, right? It's fast paced. Everything is exciting. There's a lot going on. You're amazed at the scenery. Everything is beautiful. There's a couple moments where the high wears off and you're a little lost. You got to find your way again. You take another hit. That shit gets good again. That shit was
chase the dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you right now. So for you crackheads out there, please confirm if the analogies was factual.
I was going to say LSD. Like you think it just wore off, but it comes back.
But Metroid Dread was honestly the last game I was looking forward to this year. I heard I just picked up Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know, that's comic book related.
You got
very good.
Yeah,
very good.
And apparently it was like the apology of hey, yo, I know the Marvel game wasn't all that. Here, this is what we could have done.
We're gonna be talking about that tonight.
Oh, word?
It's on the list. It's on the list.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get that.
With that being said, I don't know if you're gonna cover this, but you saw the CEO, basically, the CEO of Square Enix, basically just calling out Crystal Dynamics. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
That's what we're gonna talk about.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
look at that. See,
Segue.
and Danny thought I was a waste of space.
I would never.
That's why.
You're
That's
a
why.
man,
That's why I say you
reader.
thought.
Yeah, no.
Don't deny it. I already said him like I don't know why Danny's super mad. He's like, why the fuck is this dude even here? You don't read comic books.
No, he reads manga. I'm okay. Like that's like
That's fair.
there's way more manga out there in that than any comics. So if you're a manga reader,
Oh, the bee's knees, bro. The bee's knees are
Right.
just.
I got that one too.
Oh my god.
I'm
go
going
get that
anyone-
first volume of Kaiju number 8 when it comes out in December. Holy shit!
Mm.
Is
But-
anyone
But-
playing the?
He ordered it.
But Darkest Dungeon is actually a really good game.
Are you
However-
playing the beta for the second one?
Nah, I just got through the first one, and I'm still a little emotionally disturbed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I made the mistake of calling all my party members by my friends' names.
Why would you
And-
do that?
I didn't know it as permadeath, right? So when Robo died, I was hurt.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
die
say
quick.
shit. I do that shit when I play XCOM. Like I
Yeah.
name all my XCOM like soldiers like
get
people I
attached.
know.
Yeah.
Well,
But
Yeah,
it makes
but-
me
but-
play harder. It makes
it
me
really
play
does.
harder because I'm like,
'Cause-
no.
okay, this is not funny, but like Robo died out of depression.
Anyway,
like Robo died out of the depression. And I'm like, what happened, bro? He's like, I don't want to keep going through these damn dungeons. It's too dark. And I'm like, I couldn't. And then I haven't unlocked I haven't unlocked the plague doctor to heal my people, or like, and apparently like because apparently you can send people to different like areas. Like some of your warriors like the bar better. Some like want to go to pray. Yeah. By the way, I named you after one of my mages who was a priest, which was hilarious.
okay.
And then my cathedral was full. I was like, bro, you.
Hey, dying of depression. You got it. That sounds about right. And then
It was not
Rick's
planned.
thing was like way off. It was like
It was super off, but I thought it was hilarious though. So I was like just naming people and then after that I was taking care of my party. Then I realized who my favorite people in life are, because there's some people I took care of way better than others.
I was gonna say, if I ever play that game, I better name it after like all the pets I've had, because then you're not playing super hard. And then you're like, oh dang,
Well,
God.
well,
But it's
spoiler.
like Lacey or
spoiler-
something. I can't. I just can't. Starting. What's the save point?
Wait. Well, spoiler warning. You don't want to do that, because the game is designed to make sure your people don't make it through the night.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a good game.
that's
It's a really good game. You know what I mean?
It's a game
I
that
would-
hates you. It hates
Yo,
you.
yeah, it's one of those games that like probably know that you felt happiness at some point in your life, and we're like, yeah, we can't have none of that. You know what I mean? And it's just it just hits you right in the feels, bro. And yeah, there's a
Yeah,
great
no.
premise.
That game has hit you and told you to tell somebody that you fell down the stairs. That's
Yeah.
that's how the
Yeah.
game feels about you.
Whoever does the voice of the narrator too is so fucking good. Like sometimes I just think about his voice.
I hated
I'll
that.
look it up. Now I have to look it up.
I hated
Yeah.
that motherfucker. He was like, oh no, one of your parents has fallen ill. I'm like,
come to our venerable house. I love that shit.
I'll be always mad. I was like, bro, I know, I see the motherfucker. Like, allow me to help him. But it's a good game. I honestly can't. I definitely recommend it.
Mastering
It's,
over life and death
oh,
was
yeah.
chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility.
now,
I fucking
the-
love that shit.
now the last comment I have to say though, and I have to get it out. I do not envy game critics coming up 2022, because we got God of War Ragnarok, we got Elden Ring, which looks,
Elden Ring
bro,
was amazing.
like I've never kissed a chef before. I will make out with one. That thing looks crisp, right? Then you have the Starfield game. You have Breath of the Wild 2. So all these games, all these companies that made these games have been Game of the Year. So we literally have a year of just Game of the Year winners going up against each other.
By the way, Cipher, I'm gonna need to see you when Elden Ring come out.
Oh, bro, already. Yo, so as soon as like, hey, yo, we got that pre-order. I was already with my card. I was like, you know what? I don't need heat. In December. It's Georgia.
I thought of Cipher right away, because when I saw like the title and some of the thing, I thought it was gonna be some sort of like Skyrim-y kind of thing. So I got hype. I'm like, Nice. Here we go. And then all of a sudden, I see like these fucking giant monsters and all the dodging and shit. I'm like, Cipher. Okay, let me tag this motherfucker. It's not about it. Nah, I'll play it though.
Well, no, you know what's crazy about that game though? Like Elden Ring got announced like 4 years ago. And in the first 3 years, all we got was that punk ass teaser trailer, and it's made by the same people that made Dark Souls, so it's basically Dark Souls open world, right? A lot of the, so I've been in all the forums. I've been trying to call Miyazaki. I'm like, yo, my man, drop a trailer, and when he dropped this, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I canceled my plans when that game came out. Like, I might quit my job. Like, look, man, yeah, they just give me the days off, or just this is my 2-hour notice.
Yep,
that was me with the last God of War game. I was like, if you don't give me the time off, I'm gonna quit.
Oh man, Ragnarok looks amazing.
That when they give you that Air Force retirement check, it's like, look, job. You make life easier, but I don't need you. So you either give me the day off,
or you're gonna be short-staffed.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, mom.
Let me write this out, and then we still got Rita to do. And then let me know.
Oh, that's right.
We go into the headlines.
What up,
we
Matthew?
can just jump straight into the headlines if you want. But I need to say, for the record, Ragnarok, when it comes out, you will not see me ever again. I'm going to disappear into that world forever.
It's got that thick daddy Thor. So
that's right.
Reason.
Oh yeah.
The next season. Oh yeah, okay, gotta work.
The sequel.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What do you thought? What?
So I got excited for like half a second because we're talking about video games, and then
you're thinking about
Thor. I thought she was talking for some reason Record of Ragnarok, and I'm like, are they making a game out of that? I was like, wait, what? And I was like,
sorry.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Right, let me knock this out real quick. I got a little bit, not as much as where's that? Where am I at? Over here. Boop. Not as much as Miracle Man, but I got a little bit. I got some nice stuff in here. So I did ask him to pull. Thank you. Yeah, I trimmed it up, cleaned it up a little bit.
That's a bunch of queers.
Yeah. I got some gay stuff. I got a bunch of this shit that don't sell nothing.
What about the kids? What about the troops?
Superman ain't supposed to be gay. He's supposed to be Pork and Lewis.
First, they put porn on the cover because everybody knows dude kissing dude's porn, and then they do all the other shit. It's disgusting. So I got another one.
Jonathan was getting that good, and it made him blow the roof off his house.
Hey, been there, brother.
I did get the last book you ever read, number 3. Let me do something for y'all. It's in a black cover, so you know why. Let me see how much I could show.
Black covers matter.
Yep.
Layla
actually went there.
Okay. Oh, I can stop it right here.
Is it a lace cover?
I gotta put my finger right there. I don't know how odd works for YouTube. But hey, Greg Abbott.
Nice work.
This is porn, okay? And it's not because they're ladies. It's because their titties and pussies
it's
out.
because they're swapping cum between each other's mouths.
Like they're
That's
literally
what porn
swapping cum. So I don't know if you need help. I'm sure.
I need context. Like, what is going on in this book?
Don't worry about it. Just know
it's actually a great book. It's actually a really good book.
Can you send me a link of the movie adaptation?
Yeah.
So for you, one of those dudes that watches porn for the storyline.
Oh yeah, bro. Like I want to know if that dude bought that house from that really seductive real estate agent.
Why did her pipes need to be cleaned? Who ordered that pizza?
What was her interest rate? That's what I really want to know.
Hey, for real, there's a TikTok dude who does a series of comedy, and it's all like that, where she's like, let me clean my pipes. She's like,
I already did.
Yeah, he's like, I just looked at them, and they're actually really good. And he just keeps going out like that. He's like, yeah, what are you talking about?
I've seen that dude. It's good. Yeah.
All right. House of Slaughter.
Ooh. Hey,
I didn't know there was a
foil. You spell slaughter without?
What's that?
What can't you spell slaughter without?
Laughter.
Oh, laughter.
That's right.
Bro,
okay, I wasn't laughing when you read this either. I just want to point that out.
I don't.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. My dumb I was like, hold up, time out.
I didn't know there was a foil for that.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Come on.
No, it's not you.
Yeah, I didn't know they did foil for House of Slaughter. I need to go find one.
Not only do they do foil for House of Slaughter,
Oh,
they
boy,
got a
here we
1 in
go.
100. So hey,
Ooh.
here's the thing, though. This is how I know I'm a dumb fuck, right? So here's how I'm. Listen.
Linda, listen.
Motherfucker. Linda.
Linda.
Hey, these motherfuckers, right? I'm mad, but they got me, right? So these motherfuckers said, hey, let's put out a foil. People like that, right?
Right.
But let's do the same thing, same exact thing, but we're gonna change the color and print less. These motherfuckers are gonna buy it for more, and I'm like, you right. I'm mad.
Look, hey, they got that Netflix money now, so they can do whatever they want.
You know what's funny though, man? That just reminded me of the whole conversation I had with a bunch of people when I said the same shit about the GTA trilogy. Same exact games, 3 games,
Yep.
$70, right? Old ass fucking games. And I'll be like, mad as fuck. I'm like, really? $70? Like, this is
They ain't been
ridiculous. Like,
touched up. They ain't been-
yeah,
like,
3D controller in the back, yeah, 7.
I was like, this is
I'm fucking pissed.
bro, like same day delivery. Yeah, but this is some bullshit. Like,
Shit. Here we go
Nah.
again.
Robo, do keep in mind that those variants do help out your LCS more if they get to sell all the books, right? Because they throw them in if they buy 100 books. So so you're paying more because the LCS is upcharging for it. So
don't be that guy.
yeah, no,
Let us be toxic.
Support your small businesses.
Yeah.
Speaking of more variants,
Oh my goodness,
you
I
go.
love it. Robo got like
Dude.
10 House of Slaughters.
yep.
They look so
I
good.
got
This man is
Have
putting
you read
James
any
Hudson's
of those House of
entire-
Slaughters?
No, he hasn't, Miracle. What a stupid question.
Do you not know me? Like,
Look at it.
what percentage of that you think I read?
Wait, this man put James Tynion's entire all his children through college right now.
Yeah. 3 months mortgage. I got you. I don't know what the story's about, but the dope cover's dope. I got
Can I just say, all that paperwork on the floor just make me think that somebody's is not getting their evaluation done on time?
yeah. Small shit like me. No, that's mortgage paperwork. So if you're a hacker, just enhance, and you get all my shit. Hey, House of Slaughter variant. So that's dope.
Cool.
That's why we stream at 720p to avoid hackers.
Hey, any other LCS owner would be like, any other one, I guarantee it would be like, well, he doesn't own all of them. Let me get like the 2 coolest ones put in his bag for him. This dude's like, nah, this guy's a dumbass. I'm putting them all in there. Yeah, I'll take them all. Yeah.
You know what those covers remind me? Like the different background. Oh dang, is that Virgil?
Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your boy. That's the,
Oh,
I wish
about
this
to-
one was foil.
I'm talking about
Remind
his whole government. Virgil Ovid Hawkins.
bro, you gotta put some respect on that man's name. Also, I just saw the Kaepernick docuseries right now, so I'm
Nice.
super woke right now.
Nice.
Oh, nice. What's up,
What's up?
Nathan?
Nathan, how you doing?
The other side of the planet, Trey Johnson. What's
I
up?
like that I'm waving, but Robo's the only one. that's
Beauty.
waving.
Dude, that icon and rocket, bro.
Icon and Rocket. Gotta stay on top of that. And then check this shit out. And it's because of me. I know Valiant doesn't look at this. Hold on, wait, put that back up.
Did you consider running over with your car?
Oh yeah, the car. Hang on, wait, let me find it again.
So our friend Rob Wurst over on Not Near Mint, he somehow dropped his copy of House of Slaughter and drove over it. And when he held it up, it looked like it was 3/4 of an origami swan.
Oh no! Hey,
I mean, it was
I got a couple
wow.
extra if he wants one. Hey, I got a few extra apparently.
Wow.
All right, almost done. Hey, Valiant. So they got a retail option on their Kickstarter. I'm not trying to drop that kind of money, but I'll drop half of it and I'll split it with you if you want. But I did get him to order the new Harbinger. So
Yeah, boy.
and what's dope is like he's like a smaller shop and he only carries like new shit. You won't find any like tons of boxes of back order. He's like, do you think it'll sell? I'm like, it's gonna sell. So
It's gonna sell. Yeah.
because
It's good. It's so good
Is it?
So
Oh, we read it. Yeah, I read it already.
Yeah, I was like, wait, then you guys have an
I got the
interview?
preview, yeah.
semi related. You know, the original Valiant universe was launched with characters they licensed from Gold Key Comics, Magnus, Turok, Solar.
Yep.
Harbinger was a character in the original Magnus run back in the old Western publishing days, back in the 60s and 70s.
Same power set.
Was he a
Totally
sex
unrelated.
then?
Totally
Okay.
unrelated in every way. But it was a character in the original Magnus, and knowing Shooter and his respect for those old Western characters, which I don't understand because while I love them myself, they're terrible comics. I mean, they are god awful.
Hey, I mean, it takes real love to be able to admit that.
Listen,
That's true.
3/4 of my collection is really shitty comics because I love them, and but there's a lot of bits and pieces throughout the Valiant universe that has carried over into the new Valiant universe that was originally taken as either inspired by or homages to that Western stuff.
Nice. Hell yeah. All right.
News headlines. Oh,
Okay.
This motherfucker.
Another House of Slaughter.
Oh, that's the hardcover joint.
Man, that cover's so hard.
Slip.
That shit
fucking
is
jealous.
Oh my god.
shit is
Wait,
dope,
is
dude.
that just volume 1?
Just volume 1.
God
That's mean.
damn.
It's
Wait,
pretty.
that's only
Hey,
the 5 issues?
pretty.
Holy shit.
Hey yo, let me know when you read it.
I think it's gotta be more than 5 issues.
These I
Dude.
like to read. I actually read these.
I'm telling you
It's-
now, Something's Killing the Children is about to become a household name real soon. When that TV show drops, I guarantee you people will be talking about that shit.
Oh,
I
you
think
guys
you're right.
you guys see everybody wearing those masks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy
In
shit.
Brisbane, Australia, they're wearing them here. Like they're
Oh,
everywhere.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there was
See, it's
there was
already
somebody-
happening.
There was
Yeah,
somebody who
it's
got
already
retweeted by the author because she had made her own mask and she was Australian. She was in Queensland, I think.
I don't
Oh,
think
wow.
There you go.
She made her own. Yeah.
the first 5 because usually like deluxe hardcovers will have more than that. And this doesn't say volume when it says book 1. And I feel like
It might be.
It's probably
That might be the
first
first 10. Yeah. What Danny said. Yeah, the first 10. I
It's
think.
gotta be.
Book is usually a collection of the first 2 volumes, 2 or 3 volumes. So,
Yeah.
because that thing is thick.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Thick.
Thick.
Like Daddy Thor thick.
Yeah. Look.
Wait, are we talking about Thor in God of War?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thick in that thickums Thor?
I mean,
Yeah.
Endgame Thor's pretty thick too.
Yeah, but
True.
yo, but
Not
not like
thick like God of
look.
War thick.
that's some
Yeah.
some bear belly right there. That's
Oh,
some
yeah.
We
meat.
need we need more plus size men
I
in lead roles like that.
No, so why the hell am I working out so hard?
I don't know, man. I went the other way.
I ain't gonna lie, man, dude. That the God of War Ragnarok Thor is life goals right there,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
Here's the thing, though. I'm just gonna hurt my own feelings right now.
I know what he's gonna say.
Not everybody gets fat the same way. It looks like, hey, I'm a big fat dude, but I look like I walked through a wall. Some of us just become little tiny bowling balls.
Hey.
Look, I'm a Thor. Like, nah, bitch, you're not. You look like a freaking rotten coconut.
You're like, yo, are you cosplaying a wisdom tooth? What's going on?
Hey, how are you so skinny from the knees down? What's wrong with you?
That's terrible. That's just terrible.
It's like a
Let me
wisdom
wrap this
tooth.
up real quick. I got the first 2 volumes of Department of Truth out here.
Okay.
So good.
Robo, it'd be cheaper if you just subscribe to Tinian Substack, like for the
Yeah, right?
year.
Dude, for real.
Hey, friend of the show, Justin
Oh,
Jordan.
that's pretty.
Got
Nice.
the
Alright.
complete Luther
Nice.
Strode.
Oh, don't let Carter see that.
Why? You don't like that?
Oh no. Carter. That's
Big
all he
fan?
ever talks about is Luther Strode.
Oh, you like
They
that?
got I think there's a movie coming out, I believe. Eventually, it was like a movie got greenlit at some point. But
That's Justin
yeah.
Jordan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
so
Oh,
good.
here we go.
Man. Everything I read
Here
of
we
his.
go.
I don't remember if did I show this already? Did I show this last week?
No, you showed
Okay.
him on the Discord.
Ah.
What is it?
Oh, what you got? What you got?
Let me just
Oh, this
Ah.
motherfucker.
Oh, look at that.
Lord. God damn, dude.
Speaking of Dark Horse,
Somebody's ass with that.
Right?
Hold up, I'm gonna have to borrow that for the weekend.
and I have started this one. And that's why I don't read anything else, because I get this. I'm like, okay, now I gotta start this one. So
Yes.
Robo
Actually
went
just
to a
reminded
hotel
me
and
what I gotta do.
stole the Bibles from the hotel.
Right?
so I got this bad little boy.
I just read that.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Did you get the slipcover?
I did.
Oh,
It's a
bro.
hardcover with the deal. Let me see.
It's so good.
Oh wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh,
Look at the inside of the slipcover.
Oh shit! Oh,
Bruh,
that's dope. Hold
It's
on,
so good.
Yeah, dude,
I
whip that,
just
whip that
read
down.
the
Hold
same
on.
edition.
This turned into an unboxing video.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
that.
Oh, I love the reveal that even Robo hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Who is that artist?
That's
It looks
Junji
like-
Ito.
Junji
Yeah.
Ito,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shinji.
All right.
great
And then,
mangaka.
last, but definitely not last. I got two things, and that last
Oh.
one.
Oh.
Ah,
I got
Heyo.
this bad boy.
Who
from
got you that?
Man, thank you so much. This is my birthday gift. It's
You're
pretty dope. I'll read it like one day. It's gonna be dope. Like, I'm gonna be like,
I need you to read it because I need somebody else to gush about with it.
We
And
we
that's
did
you.
get
oh, I'm gonna read it.
All right.
oh, I'm gonna read
Get
it.
more.
Oh, I'm gonna read it.
I'm gonna read it.
I
Not
know
today,
more Sabrina.
not tomorrow, but one day.
We'll be like remember that time there was a pandemic? Anyways, by the way, that reminds me, I read that book finally.
Is he talking to us tombstone?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Fuck,
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
dude.
This
What
book
the
just came out.
fuck?
Hey, that's the guy Benedict Cumberbatch is from.
Benedict
Why?
Cumberbatch.
What did that comic book do that it had to go into plastic prison? What did
It
it
had
what
my
did it
name
do?
on it.
Ah,
I had my name on it. He had it there sitting. I'm like, first of
Yeah.
all, how did you get that back so fast? Because my shit is still out there and says it won't be here for 4 months. This book did not come out 4 months ago. How the hell do you already have this?
Yeah.
But also put that shit on the desk. Just go.
Interesting.
I actually really liked that issue too. It was actually
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah,
It
bro.
shouldn't have
Like,
been surprisingly because it's Jed McKay, but I mean, like,
yeah, I mean,
it
Jed.
surprised me that I enjoyed it.
He's at 8.6. No.
I got some books. I got some books graded recently, and it's not that expensive. Because I'll go through my shop. Like if you already own the book, that's the more expensive part.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. So I have fucking ENIAC, the gold lettered ENIAC in to get graded, and
Nice.
I'm looking at the estimate to get slabbed. I'm looking at the estimate, and it's like it won't get here till like December, and I gave it to them in August. It was crazy.
Jeez.
All right, Ree, you want to talk about any books or?
Well, all of mine are digital, so I don't have much to show you. Plus, I've been reading a lot of the same things that everyone else has. Like, I've been reading the new Catwoman and Eternals, and I would recommend that Gillen run. If everyone in the chat doesn't already follow us on Twitter, go check us out on Twitter. I freaking love comics, and you'll see the rest of us in amongst there. I posted some like my face when from the Gillen comic, like 4 panels of expressions that I really enjoyed, because the art, I don't know if you agree, Blerd, the art in that run was like next level.
Oh no, I love the art in the Gillen
The Gillen
run.
run.
It's
Riddick?
very. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, but it's like, well, because is it Assad Ribic?
It's a
Yeah.
Rubik.
Okay. So like that same vibe. If you took me back to that same vibe that I got when I was reading Jason Aaron's Thor,
Ooh,
watercolors.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
God
just
Butcher.
that.
comic
God
books
Butcher.
all time.
Or Secret
Yeah.
Wars.
Yes,
Wars.
all
Hitman.
just it's so.
It's like illustration type
It-
feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like painterly, but it's also very dynamic. It's weird.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
That's why
they
I like
do make some
Stephanie
weird
Hahn so much.
faces sometimes.
Yeah.
Like whenever someone's surprised or they're caught off guard, like
Yeah.
the look of their face is like it's like when you pause a TV show and you pause at like a weird moment and people
Yeah.
are making like a fucked up face.
Yeah.
But it's real because that's what people look like when they're
Yeah.
surprised.
So everyone
you know
try.
You know what it reminds me of when they do it? It's like I feel like it's kind of like a blow up doll when he does it. They go, that's how it works.
Yeah,
clicking that. I'm
that's what it
clicking
is. But yeah, it's a beautiful comic. I swear by Kieran Gillen anything pretty
Me
much.
too.
But
Yeah, me too.
that
He's
Eternals
definitely-
run
he's
is
definitely one of the greats, 100%.
Yeah. So I'm sorry I don't have anything nice to show you, but I did read that censor book that you just showed off
Is
this
it
week.
good?
Nice.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you read
it's
it
nice.
backwards?
I
Or is,
did.
or is it digitally and you read it front ways?
I have the same edition that you've got.
Oh,
So
you got the
I-
book. Okay.
Yeah,
Dope,
yeah.
dope.
So
Yeah.
I read it back to front
He's
like
like,
we're
"Wait,
supposed to.
Heathen? Wait, in Australia, you guys read your books the other way?
Yeah, we turn them upside down.
Well, manga's actually read the way we read regular books.
Oh yeah.
For sure. They have to like stand upside down for literally everything they do.
That's right. Yeah, you get it.
Now, we got a lot of mileage out of that joke.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised. Huh?
you have no idea. We've been making the upside down joke. How long you been with IFLC? For
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Solid. Solid. Be like, yeah, do you like your food? I bet you it's upside down.
And yet, no down under jokes.
Which way does your ice cream swirl?
Oh, you know what's funny? Like, I shit you not, Danny. Your toilet flushes go the other way.
No way.
I'm not making
Legitimately.
this up.
Yeah, it's
legitimately.
Yeah.
They go
Yeah,
the other way.
That was a whole episode on The Simpsons back
There
in
was.
the
Yeah.
90s.
I remember.
Yeah,
I
where
remember
Bart got into like a huge issue because he told a kid to go check if the toilet in Australia flushed the other way.
Right. And I'll be honest with you, that's where I first learned out that frogs were an invasive species in Australia. So anybody who says they can't learn things from The
Yeah,
Simpsons,
but
you are wrong.
But so are the white people there. So I mean, what do you
Hey,
Woo!
Can I need to say,
Damn.
you Americans.
Damn, not the Cornstarch Crusaders.
I've said this to Miracle Man before, but what the fuck is up with USA and your full as fuck toilet bowls? Like,
What do
I
you mean
feel
full as
like I
fuck?
can,
So
I
check
can
this out,
sit
check
down
this
and
out,
my
check this out,
cheek
check this
touches
out.
the water.
I love all those YouTube things, but here's the thing. You know how like somebody says a thing like I'm gonna do here my 5 things I don't get about the United States, right? And then it was like that's such a great video. I'm the dumbass like
Exactly
going
what
like
I sound like.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm the dumbass in the comments going, well, actually, so there are new regulations that govern like water levels. The only time you're gonna see a full as fuck toilet is on an old ass toilet in an old ass house or like an old ass gas station.
It
was
You know what? I'm kind of
every
mad.
public restroom that I went to.
I spent a month in Brisbane, and now that I know that, I was like, I never noticed if the toilet,
You know
the
why?
water levels, like.
You know why? Because the toilets are not the way they think they are. Like if you go to like an old ass like public bathroom, like yeah, they're like that. But like I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And then I realized I'm trying to think like when I was a kid, a really long time ago, and I was like, yeah, it used to be like that. Anyways, also the doors jam thing. That's true. I hate that shit.
I'll
Like,
be right back.
Well, I wasn't done with my joke.
She's gonna go check the toilet.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
I have to take a shit. Can you guys stop?
Well, the reason I'm here is gone. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right,
Yeah, man,
so
you
I
I
can't.
know that Ree is not a huge Batman fan, so we're gonna go. I wish we had like a little music thing. We go now for the news.
No.
All
There you go.
right, check this out. Check this out.
They just cut him off.
Wait, no, at the stream. Got him. All right.
You got sound?
So
Yes.
The Batman.
yeah, so I'm excited for the Batman. I think
Fuck
most
yeah.
people are, right?
I am.
But they just released the WarnerBrothers.com just released the official synopsis for it, right? Spoiler free, doesn't get into all the plots or anything. But I'm just gonna read this out real quick. All right. I am excited. I want it to happen. I'm not being like a downer right now, but just let me read you the synopsis. The Batman is an edgy, action-packed thriller that depicts Batman in his early years, struggling to balance rage with righteousness as he investigates a disturbing mystery that has terrorized Gotham, the synopsis reads. Robert Pattinson delivers a raw, intense portrayal of Batman as a disillusioned, desperate vigilante awakened by the realization that the anger consuming him makes him no better than the ruthless serial killer he's hunting. So every Batman story is literally what the fuck you tell me? Nothing new.
I just from seeing the trailers so far, the little bit that we've gotten, that whole scene where he's, beating the crap out of that dude and he's like, I'm vengeance.
was
you know, you
good.
kind of picked up. Thanks. You kind of pick up from that scene alone that this one, he's a little angrier. Like, yeah, Bale would like kick your ass, but once you were down, he would stop punching you.
Mhm.
And Pattinson's like, no, I'm gonna fucking hit you like 8
Yeah.
more times.
Yeah.
You know, so you are getting that sense. And obviously, they're kind of leaning towards a Batman Year One, maybe Batman Year Two era type of story.
Can I just say this? That I absolutely love that ass whooping that dude got. Not because of the way it was delivered. It's because of the confidence of my man stepping up to Batman. Like he's with a group of his homies, like, I got this. And it was like immediately got laid the fuck out.
Right.
I love that
You know,
shit.
but you know what? Realistic though. Like let's put ourselves in real life. You're out in the bars, you're doing your thing, and here's this weird ass dude with I'm fighting him.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah,
No,
I'm fighting him. And
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What just happened?
If I'm I'm flag on play. If I'm in a regular ass bar, right, where a bunch of regular ass people are there, right, and somebody is confident enough to come in some suit, right, and
like a leather suit,
like a leather suit, and let's say the dude looks like he's jacked. This motherfucker don't give a fuck about his self-image. This motherfucker don't give a fuck about shit.
Right.
You think
shit about you?
Yo, no,
Hey, you know that suit hot in the motherfucker. So
this motherfucker, whatever. He's on a mission.
Yeah.
So who am I to be like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up real quick? Nah, that motherfucker knows some shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. Anytime I ever dump some shit, it's because I feel a certain level of confidence that I can get away with it.
Like the probability is in my favor.
You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker comes up to me and goes, I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? If you're about to fight a dude and he doesn't throw his hands up like a regular dude and he just starts like, doing some Tai Chi shit,
nah,
I'm gonna hesitate.
Nah, I'm fighting him.
You know what I'm saying? You're fighting him?
Yeah, those dudes don't know how to fight for real.
Like your third drink in, I'm fighting Batman. But like if we just got to the bar, I'm like, all right, dude, all right, I'll go to jail. Take me.
Yeah.
I
only look for one thing when I'm gonna fight somebody, and that's cauliflower.
I'm sorry.
Never in my life fight somebody with cauliflower.
But you can't tell he has a cow.
I'm fighting him. What are you gonna say, Ernie?
He's got cauliflower here.
He's going.
Hey.
All I'm saying is,
hey, I just ranked up. I moved up a spot.
I saw that trailer and dude no sold a fucking AK-47 straight to the chest. I ain't fucking with that dude.
No. Yeah. Now, if I have like
who's fighting him after that?
No,
who's crazy enough?
Right.
But you know how movie rules. Like you know what the problem is? I didn't use a third mag full of rounds. That's what I needed.
Right.
They just keep on. Like, let me tell you something. I might give you like 2 or 3. Pop, 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 pop. I'm out. This motherfucker tried to stop me.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. See,
I'm gonna tell
you just reminded me of a TikTok I saw the other day, and if I can find it, I'll have to send it to you so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But it was this guy who was basically doing a rundown of. He was basically like pretending to be a henchman, talking to another henchman.
Oh, I saw that one.
Oh, okay. You know
the one with the Batman symbols. Like, if you see this,
yeah. He's like, look, man. If you see the Batman symbol where he's got just the black. You got to watch out, man. This dude is going to put you in the hospital. He's going to put you in the hospiel.
If it's a fat black one, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? You're dead.
What I love is when he gets to Jason Todd. He's like, now, if you see the dude that's got like the big red symbol on his chest, look, man, he's going to kill you. Yeah, you already dead. You ain't going to make it.
Yeah, I see that.
No, I'm going to put this in anime terms, right? Why I wouldn't, how I would assess certain situations, right? When Goku fought Jiren, right, in the Tournament of Power, Goku was getting fucking washed. He was getting mollywopped, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes like, Goku's about to charge the Spirit Bomb, right? And he goes like, shit, I'm not going to have time. He's going to take too long to charge. And Jiren looked at him, dead in the eye, was like, go ahead. Go ahead. And he was like, nah, you sure, bro? It's like, hey, this is your ultimate move, bro. Go ahead.
Try it.
That's how you know you don't want to fuck with a motherfucker who's that confident.
Right.
Although Jiren skipped leg day, and that's a shame.
Bro, look. Here's the thing. Like, if you can beat somebody's ass who's at God level and you got small cash, you good. You're like you're good. Like, what you gonna tell them? Hey, man, go do some squats. Like,
This is the fastest I've ever gotten from Batman to DBZ ever.
So I'm gonna tell you my little secret, right? I'm
Sounds
keep
like
it
this
100.
happens to you, Dan.
You got 30
A
seconds.
lot.
No, 30 seconds. I'm gonna tell you my secret, right? When I was learning English, right, I used to hear somebody speak to me in English. I have to translate in my head into Spanish, and then just recite whatever the hell I translate. It will come my ass backwards. I do that when I'm hanging out with the comic book homies. Like, oh, that's kind of like how Sailor Moon when she like. I was like,
Yeah.
All right, next one is so Image. So we know that I think it was earlier this week, maybe last week or over the weekend, whatever it was. They announced what was it? The Comic Book Workers Union. All right, and they said they're going to unionize. Listen,
I think it's pronounced onion.
In Australia, it is
Union.
Union.
And you spell it with 2 O's. So, so here's the thing: is that is now everybody was sitting there like, what is Image gonna do about it, right? Because we know that Image has always been about that. That's why they left all those creators left to do this whole workers thing. You give the rights, and hey, this is what we're gonna be about. Yep. But Image has not voluntarily recognized Union Comic Book Workers United. The statement they put out early this week, the Communications Workers of America filed a representation petition with the National Labor Relations Board asking to hold a secret ballot election so that blah, 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 blah. You guys all see it there. It's kind of boring. But the point is that they're like, yeah, we'll see what's going on. We're like, no, what? It's easy. Just fucking recognize it. Recognize the union. Just do it.
Yep.
And then, so now everyone's like, I see. Real quick before we get further into this, I will say I just want to correct one thing. I see a lot of this all over the internet. Hey, that's really weird. That doesn't include creatives or something like that. Artists and writers are freelancers, and there's
sometimes
legal,
for the most part.
Right.
They're contractors. Right. Yep.
But there's legal issues behind freelancers unionizing. They can form guilds, but guilds are different, and there's different legal shit, right? So, it is the staff, but there's a reason why it's only the staff.
To be fair, guild sounds way fucking cooler.
I agree.
Way fucking. I'd rather
the same power, but I want to be in a guild. The real life guild, I'm in.
Right.
Yep. I'm a healer. Called healer.
Right. Until you realize it's a bunch of bureaucrats just sitting around.
Nah, you don't know what a guild is then. This is a fighter, a rogue. I don't even know.
I want to be the cleric.
I don't know. I feel like I want to be a dexterity build, but I feel I'm gonna be a tank.
I'll be just my show went off the fucking rails easy. Goddamn.
Trey,
sorry.
This comment is fucking. This is it. Image Comics believes they are a union because of their beginnings. That is so well said.
Yeah.
I mean, that's accurate for the founders.
Right.
I'm a big union supporting person. My background. Literally, my ancestors came out of the coal mines and the very first unions in America. So I really support the idea. I believe in, workers' power united, yada, 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 yada. That being said, I don't see anything wrong with them, with Image making them do the vote. Mm-hmm. Don't take it for granted that they have a super majority. Let them vote for it.
Why? Why do you want them to vote for it?
Because that's getting so when you're dealing with the people, let's say you work in an office and you got 15 people and you like all 15 people. Maybe there's that one fucking weirdo who has too many plants in their cube or whatever.
And what I'm saying? Batman's in the club.
Right. And he's the guy holding up the batarang when somebody's standing there with a sword and a trident right next to him. What the fuck you doing, weirdo?
Beating me up at bars.
Right, but you like them, right? You like to go out to drinks afterwards and all that. So they're talking very passionately about this union and how much they believe it's the right idea. No, this vote is to recognize.
Yeah,
This vote
and
is to
that's
recognize
exactly
it.
why
That's all.
I think we shouldn't have it. Like, because you don't need a vote to recognize a union.
Right.
No. This is a vote from the people who would be in the union voting to whether or not they want to join the union. Not just saying,
No.
okay, yeah, we accept the
No,
union.
that's not quite right. It's all the staff deciding whether or not there is a union, and
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That to me is not how it should operate. It should be there is a union, you can join it, or you don't have
Or
to.
you can opt out. But if you go to a vote,
Well,
you don't have the majority, then you don't get to start the
Which
union.
is just what happened with Amazon. Like we
That's
saw it.
Mhm.
And the reason they're putting it to a vote is because they can pressure employees into voting no.
Ernie, is this Shin?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like Shin.
I also I
Mhm.
also have heard that the image office
Shin.
is still very much like a good old boys club.
Very
Right.
much. Very much.
Not that there's official office anymore. I mean, it's not like, you know, they all go in and like sit next to each other and draw shit. You know, it's, you know, but
It
However,
ain't like
that's-
how it used to be.
right.
That's all I'm imagining right now.
Right.
Here's the thing. The difference in unions between my country and yours is vast. We have unions everywhere for everything, and I love them, and they protect us, and they help workers get actual pay that helps us survive. We don't have that minimum wage bullshit. We have one of the highest minimum wages on the planet because of unions.
Mhm.
So, like, I understand that it is difficult to get them set up, but I
Yeah,
do
but-
agree with Robo saying, like, as a company, the best way is to say, we recognize you as a union. Employees have a choice whether or not to join, and we will communicate with you. Why is this extra step being put in? I know why it's being put in, but think about how that makes them look as a company. Like, they
Yeah,
basically just.
But it is every option the option that, you know, you can be in. It's an option to be in the union, because I don't believe it works like that here in the States.
It is over here. I don't know if it's different for you guys.
Yeah,
You can
I don't believe it does. I'm pretty certain if you join a union shop, it's union. You're in the union. You don't have an option. So
Right.
that to me is why you take a vote. They say they have a majority of the people, but maybe you don't. You know,
Because you got to pay dues, and they can't force you to pay dues
right.
threat of firing.
If
If you don't join, you don't join.
I've never run. I could be wrong about this. I'm not saying I know everything about unions, but I'll tell you, I've never run into a shop that was a union-run shop, because I did manufacturing in my younger years, and I never ran into a shop, if it was unionized, that you had an option to not be in the union. My mom worked for grocery stores when I was a kid. There's some of them were unionized, some weren't. All the corporate ones weren't, but all the private ones were. And if you worked there, you were in it. You didn't have an option to opt out.
I would be very surprised if that was the case, because that would forfeit a lot of rights that you have as an American citizen.
Right. Well, I mean, we're fine with that. We don't really, like, we pretend like we have a problem with we lose our rights, but, you know, under the right circumstances, the government's happy to take them away.
I mean, as long as I get to keep my guns.
Right. That's the one we care about.
Everything else, fuck it.
Right.
Can't take my guns.
So check this out. It depends on the it depends on the company. So under the National Legal Right to Work Act, you cannot be required to be a member of a union or paid any monies as a condition of employment, unless the collective bargaining agreement between your employer and your union contains a provision requiring so. So, but even then, that's the democratic process. So the workers vote, and if the workers vote to go, listen, you cannot hire anybody who doesn't want to be a part of our union, then democratically, that's what the vote is. And because
so that might be one of the stipulations. So then, if that is the case, then I definitely understand voting to make sure you take it in, because if then you got to say every single person who works here is going to have to be okay with joining a union. Then I think the vote is okay. Now, if you have an opt-out clause, just, you know, accept it, and, you know, whatever 9 to 15 employees want to use it, great. You know.
Yep.
I guess there's another provision as an example that some companies allow members to opt out, but still require union
dues.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's very
So you lose the protection, but you still have to pay in. So,
yeah.
The only thing I know about unions is from that Simpsons episode. Dental plan, Lisa needs braces. Dental plan, Lisa needs braces.
If
Always take the keg.
if you guys want to see where unions started in the States, go watch a movie called Molly Maguire's. It's old as shit, and you'll probably be bored halfway through it. But it has Sean Connery back when he was considered a sex symbol. So like 1974, something like that. Very shortly after he
with
wore
coal
the...
mining again?
Yeah, that's the... Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the coal mining one.
Tom Cruise says you have me at hello, right?
Yeah. Right. That's the one.
Show me the union.
When Cuba Gooding Jr. had a career.
Yeah.
Wait,
Before
so
he told
this is at
someone
the
to
radio.
try and blow someone's child.
Right.
Wait,
Jesus.
what?
Remember there was that video clip of him going around where he was like, "Somebody suck this, baby's."
Oh shit!
I did not know that.
If you can Google it, it was a thing.
I don't think I will. I feel like they'll put me in a registry.
I wish I had known it. Said it, I would have been like, "Yeah, I remember that." Instead of like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Honestly, I don't know who actually does remember it, but I just remember like it was one of those things. Like it was like weird shit that celebrities had done, where it was like it kind of fucked up their careers, like just like doing dumb shit. And it was like at a party or something. They might have even been a party he was throwing or something. But yeah, it was like someone had a camera phone out and they caught that motherfucker saying that shit.
Damn, in those days too. So the motherfucker was like trying to flex that new camera phone. Look,
right? They're like, man, check this out, man. I got it right here, man.
He said it real loud too. He's like, I got it.
Oh my God.
Someone's not looking at him. He's like, I'm recording this with my phone.
No, the image quality is like 128p. You understand?
Look at all the cameras. Look at them.
Hey, Bree, you're gay as fuck, so you got this next one, okay?
Great.
Gay as fuck.
Gay as fuck. Yep.
Oh my God.
So the Texas governor, whatever the fuck his name is,
Greg fucking Abbott.
thank you, Greg Abbott was like, "Hey, this graphic novel is pornography. Abort." Greg, abort. So this graphic novel, he's trying to get banned from schools because he is arguing that it's pornographic.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Why don't we have a scroll? Is that just one image?
Oh yeah, no, I just put it up there. Yeah,
that's like tell me you haven't read the book without telling me you haven't.
Yeah, that's
read
right.
The book.
So I hadn't read the book until I read the article, and I was like, I'm gonna go read the book, and I went and read the book. It's great. I would recommend it. Absolutely no pornography in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's fucking crazy. So in this article, CNN article in Iowa last week, the Waukee community. Sorry, that's my dog hacking up something. The Waukee Community School District removed Genderqueer and 2 other LGBTQ books from the Northwest High School library after a community member read sexual excerpts from the books during an October 25th board meeting. The school district's spokesperson, Amy Varco, told CNN over the email, Genderqueer, a coming-of-age memoir about gender and sexuality, was released 2.5 years ago, and its author, Maya Kobabe, only found out it was being challenged in schools this September. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is the same state that is trying to overturn Roe v. Wade and effectively makes abortion illegal. It's also
has no power grid.
Because they have an isolated power grid. This is the same state that is outlawing race critical anything. Right, so all the books, the textbooks in there will mention slavery, but can't go to any of the atrocities that encourage that increase your levels of knowledge on it. Like this is
like it just happened on its own.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. And by the way, slavery, it happened.
That's right. And this is super relevant with the conversation around critical race theory that's happening in schools at the moment, because it's a similar concept of anything that's outside this heteronormative nuclear family that we want to spoon into our kids' minds is banned. because that's exactly like when I'm reading through it, right? It's a slice of life story about a teenager who's genderqueer. So there's a scene where they're reading erotic queer fan fiction. Is that what they mean by porn? And how is that more damaging than all the violence that your children are consuming on a daily basis?
Or the actual porn they're consuming.
Right.
Correct.
Let's check this out though. Not even just that though, because here's the double standard bullshit when they go like, well, it's not about being gay, it's just about sexuality. I did a whole TikTok on this. You guys should check it out. It's rebel_strange. But here's the deal: is that how many fucking coming of age stories do we have? By the way, can't be about girls either, but with 13, 14, 15-year-old boys that talk about or joke about jacking off,
Lord of the Flies,
or having wet dreams, or their parents walking in the middle of them spooging, or them getting their first finger bang, or fucking a girl or something. Like those are all like, remember those fucking days. But if it's a girl, that's disgusting. If it's gay, that's porn. And it's like only dudes are allowed to have coming of age stories where you might get a little uncomfortable with some of the sexuality, but that's literally what a coming of age is. So yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. These are the same parents that think that abstinence talk that works when they sit
the
there.
Data shows the opposite. Yeah. Turns out, if you want to stop teen pregnancies, you should probably teach them how to avoid getting pregnant
through abstinence. That's how you avoid getting pregnant.
they're still gonna fuck. They're still gonna fuck. So teach them how to not have babies while fucking.
Well, in my defense, for somebody who hasn't had the S word, right? I have no kids, so it works.
What's the S word?
True.
Sex.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I thought you were playing into the bit. God damn it!
Someone who hasn't had it, like, it can't be sex. That motherfucker fucks now, but
oh man,
you said this is playing into the whole anti-CRT nonsense. Which is it's ridiculous right now because people are able to pay attention to it. We're seeing it from across the country. But I grew up in the Northeast, and I grew up a long fucking time ago. But when I was a kid in the Northeast of America, I still had a history teacher that told me the Civil War was about states' rights.
100%.
And I still had a textbook.
Rights to what?
That said, right.
Own slave.
To party.
I still had a teacher in middle school that taught us that there were benefits to slavery for the slaves.
Oh my God.
And this is never. I think when I grew up, got to this point and realized that I knew this. I thought that they had stopped with this goddamn nonsense, but clearly they've been doing it, and they're pushing it further. They're going. They're regressing more. Yes, they're doubling down and getting even worse.
Yeah.
This guy Greg Abbott, he literally seems like he's out of The Handmaid's Tale.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why what's funny is and we won't get too into it, but I will say that's what's bizarre to me, as I would say a kind of a newish atheist, only of maybe the past 4 years.
A baby atheist.
Yeah, but baby atheist.
A atheist.
It's a atheist.
As a atheist, the thing is that people cannot see that. They cannot see the indenture service movement. Yep, exactly right.
Yeah.
But check this out. They cannot see that. It's like, look, do you see what you're doing? They see Handmaid's Tale. They go, never that. I'm like, bro, it was that.
Yeah.
G shared something that I read it and I was like fuck the Taliban. But I'm like, my brain kind of chewed on it for a little bit. So the meme was something along the lines of stop calling Christian fundamentalists and stuff, like what's happening in Texas. Stop calling the Taliban. Stop calling them this other stuff or fictional Handmaid's Tale. They are American Christian fundamentalists, and they have always been that. They are real and have always been around. And it's like, like when you look back to when women were property, children were property, and you could beat them, and you could like we talked about the handmaid. Man, that'd be crazy if the handmaid was real. And then like some poor woman in 1705 was like, "This shit's real. Like, I'm living it right now." You know what I mean?
It's already happening.
You know,
Yeah.
somebody put it into this perspective to me. Like they go like, you have all these 70-year-old lawmakers and members of Congress who had their granddaddies, you know, alive during slavery. You know what I'm saying? And they grew up with that, you know, with that mentality. So,
The
so
reason
like,
they're in the positions of power that they're in is because of slavery. So,
So-
why would they disavow it?
so
Yeah.
one of the craziest things. So like one of my experiences, like growing up, like when I first, like even like when I first came to the States, is that I had long hair growing up too, and I used to get it braided. And I've heard comments that you look ghetto, you look like a thug, all these things, right? And then I'm watching like the Kaepernick docuseries, and then and like he's talking about like a similar experience. And I'm gonna tell my girl about this. Like, you know, it's crazy that how quick you can dismantle that whole argument by just asking, but why? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, why does my long hair makes me look quote unquote professional? You know what I mean? And then like you can see them fumbling through the words, like not knowing exactly what to say until eventually someone will say, like, well, you know. And
I'm
that's how
so glad. G actually in the chat, G read a book or recommended one to me around African American women and dealing with the bullshit hair rules in corporate jobs. I can't remember the title of the book, but man, that blew my mind because obviously I've never fucking had to deal with that as a white woman ever. And so, like, what the fuck? How can you look at someone's natural hair and be like, nah,
that's unprofessional.
That's unprofessional.
Well, that's what happens when you center whiteness. Because then that becomes the norm, and then that becomes and some people just can't wrap their head around that. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's unprofessional. I'm like, the Air Force, you know, before we move on, the Air Force had a rule where you couldn't couldn't buzz in a hard part, right? And it was like, nah, that's ghetto. That looks, you know, I'm like, that's weird because with the way your hair is,
and you part
it looks exactly the same way because your hair is straight and lays down. But if I put a razor to it, then you say it's not supposed to be like that. And I'm like, do you understand that you're centering white hair? Like, you must have white hair to do this. And if you can't do it because you don't have white hair, then it is now actually against the rules. And so the Air Force has, you know, done away with that now and allows women to have their hair down. But of course, that makes it soft. And now we're going to be.
No, which it's just funny because that's all new to me. Because when I was still in, if you had somebody dedicated enough, like me getting my lineup was like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. It's a style. And I'm like, word?
Yeah, status, they call it. Yeah, all that. They changed all that.
Yeah. Look at that shit. All it took for me to leave.
I guarantee you, as soon as I get out, they'll allow beards.
Twisted by Emma DeBeery. So if you want to check that out, Trey has some really interesting commentary too. My whole name was hit as that was too ethnic to hire when I was working in startup shared workspace when they passed around my resume. So I read, Trey, a study on this. I'll try and find it and send it to you if you're on Twitter.
Been repeated since 1996. Yep.
So they sent out a whole bunch of resumes to the same jobs, exactly the same. The only difference was that some names were indicated that these people were of color, and the difference in the success rate was fucking scary. They look at ethnic names and they're like, nah.
Yep. That's fine.
I mean, my name is Christian. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like when my middle name is, I'm not gonna say that aloud, but there's like a Hispanic version of that name, and they use the white man. There's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a joke going on, like when I was in high school, that when a teacher read my name in a roster, you know what I mean, she would expect a white guy walking in the room, and then they see this motherfucker with braids, like, hey, what's up? And like, you stole somebody's identity. Like,
all right, let's move on. What do I always forget where that button is? Boom, right there. So check this out real quick. This won't take long, but Bad Idea just put out a quick thing where they're gonna give you rocks for those pins that they gave out.
That's a nice
look, listen. I like Bad Idea. I have every single title that they have put out so far. Every single one. I have the first editions. We've talked to Dinesh and Warren and not Warren Ellis. And
I was about to say, excuse me.
yeah. But this is. Hey, here's the thing: is I didn't get any pin because I don't live next to a shop. Did you get any pins, Miracle Man?
I did not. I got the books, but not till well after they came out.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you'd have to show up or everyone the first. And if you were the first, somebody you get a pin. So they're saying you can send in these.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, do you like the Bad Idea books?
I've yet to find a single title that I dislike. I don't know how I feel about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you turn in your pin, and they're gonna send you a rock. Now, the first part of the whole deal talked about how we're gonna do it old school, and we're gonna put comics on rocks. But then they're like, "Hey, just kidding." So, is there a comic? This is what they put out on the Twitter. So, is there a comic? No, that was just a witty banter. The rock does not come with any comics carved on it. Is it a special rock? No. Is there anything unique or particularly appealing about this rock? No. Is the rock? Is this like a metaphor or an art piece, like Banksy or something? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. What does the rock look like? I mean, rocks all kind of look the same, don't they? Though we might spray paint Bad Idea logo onto the rock if we get time. So how do you obtain one of these incredibly ordinary and quite common rocks? You send in a first customer pin, which you had to show up to your shop at the crack of dawn because it was only like the first 10 people to show up for the book to get the pin. Now, I don't believe it's a rock. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
I want it to be a rock.
I want it to be a rock.
There's something inside the rock. There's a fossil inside the rock.
Yep.
It's a Pokemon.
Like, is this like some kind of Charlie, like some dated ass fucking Charlie Brown reference? Because I don't get it.
I don't get it either. That's why I feel it can't be. It just can't be.
One of the rocks will have the keys to the Bad Idea office, and then you get to take over.
Oh shit!
It's a hider rock. It's a hider key rock.
It's actually a Dragon Ball, guys. Come on.
From my understanding of Bad Idea, it's literally just a stupid fucking rock because that's just what they do.
Here's the deal.
They're like, what's fucking stupid? Let's do that.
I did turn in the sticker I got because I did the bundle, right? I pre-ordered the bundle, and then they sent you the sticker that comes for those people. And then they said, hey, if you send us the sticker, we're going to send you the missing pages of Passive Aggressive, because if you read Passive Aggressive, some of the comic books have blank pages on it, and they're going to send you the ones that have the full pages on it. And then it's like, but some people were like, yeah, but I don't know. Are you fucking with me? Like, should I keep the sticker? And then like, because they weren't clear about what you were gonna get afterwards. They're like, trust me, you want to send in the sticker. I'm like, yeah, but I already got it. I got a shop in California to send me both, to send me Passive, and I got my Aggressive here, so I have Passive Aggressive. They're like, still, you want to send it in? And it was like, okay. And it was like me, Judah, and G were all like, do you keep it? Do we keep it? Do we send it in? And then like day before it was due, they're like, they put out the tweet. Trust me, you want to send it in. All right, I'm gonna send it in, and I still haven't got anything back. So,
Dinesh also asked for people's address on the internet one day.
Yeah. If you could tell us what logos, that was Dinesh on his personal account.
Yep.
He said if you could tell us what versions of these logos, like some artist like rendition, like a spoof of some logos, then we'll send me your address and I'll send you these books. But here's the weird part. Is that it's not like you have to DM it or anything. He's like, put it on. People replied publicly to Dinesh. And I could just cut and paste it. He knows that. He's not stupid. He's just like, yep, you won too. And you won. And you won. And you won. And then I was like, and I remember I was like 2 hours late. And I put a comment and I'm like,
yeah, I did it hours late too. I saw your late tweet. And I was like, well, I'm going to check it out, see if I can still do it. And he still said, send your address in.
Yeah. Wasn't this punishment for not sending it in?
When they first told you to. We're both clicking it.
Right. Yeah, I'll leave it alone. Pretty sure they said this was what they meant when they said, y'all, we'll do all we can to make you regret not sending it in before. But this isn't the sticker, though. This is a pin. This is the pin you only could have gotten if you were near a shop. This is not that sticker. So,
here's the thing. We all know that I have terrible taste. So that's like on the table. But I do like augmented reality marketing. Remember when Cloverfield Lane came out and it had all those like treasure hunts for people to like geocaching, and they were solving clues and shit. It was so fucking rad.
The
liked
Dark
that.
Knight also had augmented reality marketing.
That's what it feels like with this,
Yeah.
right? Like it's a similar vibe, and I'm into it because I've seen all the old shit already. Give me something new. Give me a rock.
I think it's fun.
Mhm.
I think it's fun. I think it's good. I know that there are legitimate reasons to be annoyed with it, but here's the deal. I don't see anything they've done causing people to spend more money. That's always the thing with me. Like as far as like capitalism and all that shit goes, right? Like you're just trying to get me to spend even more money. Like most of this shit, they're like, hey, get this book. If you get it in time, we'll send you this. Turn that in and you might get something special. And it's like, it's not like they're saying like, give us $1,000 and maybe, you know what I mean? Or something. Like, it's not like they, you know what they're not doing. They're not putting out 73 variants for dumbass Robo Strange to buy. You know what I mean? Like so, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
exactly
which is
right.
nice.
They've looked at the
Weird
comic
marketing for
industry.
72 variants, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Because let's be honest, like, okay, I'm ready to get reamed for this. The comics industry is a rort. We all know this. That's how it works. They deliberately create scarcity so that us fucking nerds will fight each other for variant covers. Fine. That's fine. That's how it works. This company has decided to do something different. Isn't that nice? Like, instead of just, like you said, instead of a bunch of variants, like, yes, it's a fucking rock, but at least it's not the same shit over and over and over again. At least it's not another origin story. At least it's not another, you know.
What do you think about this whole bad idea business, Ernie?
Man, I don't know how to feel about it, if I'm being brutally honest, just largely because I really haven't kept up with them. I feel like, I don't know. I just, from the word go, I've just been like, I don't get it. Like I feel like this company is you know what it is? It's the same way I feel about Snapchat and Instagram and even TikTok to a degree. It's like I just don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't get the point, and I feel like this old fuddy-duddy whenever like people talk about it, because I'm like, I don't know how to feel. And I don't know. Like I said, I've heard people say, "Yeah, man, they got some good comics." And sometimes they do weird, dumb shit. And it's like, I'm like, you know what I want?
Just give me comics.
Just give me some fucking comics, man. I don't give a fuck about whatever fucking game that you like to play on your fans. What little gimmicks you like to do? Look, you know what I care about? Are your comics any good?
That's what it boils back down to, Blerd. Hey, is like a lot of this AR stuff is a smokescreen to cover the fact that they're not actually that talented and the stories aren't that good.
Yeah.
No,
and I like, okay, so case in point, what was it? What's the name of that company? AWA. Artisans, Writers and Artisans.
Yeah.
Like, I think me and Robo were talking about this once.
That's not the one who was going to put books at Walmart, was it?
I don't remember.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
But I do know that they make a lot of comics that are kind of like Hollywood bait. They're kind of made with a certain mindset to like attract Hollywood.
Their pitch. Yep.
Right, to come, and some of them work, some of them don't. But they do make a lot of comics I like. I would respect your bad idea if they were just more open about. I mean, I guess that technically they are, but like, but just be more honest about what it is you're about. AWA is very honest about the fact that like, no, we just make comics that we're just trying to get motherfuckers to come in from Hollywood, scoop this shit up, make a movie or TV show out of it, and you might get a good comic out of it, you might not. But the people that are doing these comics, they actually at least half-ass give a shit about what they're doing. Bad idea. I kind of feel like they want to be the cool hip, like, hey, we do cool, awesome stuff, and it's like nobody else is doing it, man. And it's like, but you ain't got shit to back it up. And
but maybe, sometimes there's a reason nobody else is doing it,
right? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be fair. But that's the impression that I get from them, and I would rather you be Like I'd rather you have ulterior motives that you're very open about than being like, well, we're gonna play these close to the chest.
Yeah.
You know, that's because I'm sorry, I don't want your comics at that point because I feel like there's too much subterfuge, too much bullshit.
My only issue with Bad Idea is that I do prefer to read digitally, and the fact that they will never offer that, like, really slows me down on getting to their books. I like picking up the books.
Same.
I pick up the DC books, but it's also usually like I usually save them to read later. So like, yeah, if you don't put a digital book in my hand, then I'll read it all day.
Yeah. I ain't got room for all that shit to be like on my shelf, and I got too much shit. I ain't got time for all that. You mean, look, can you put it on this?
Yeah.
So I can take it.
Convenient rectangle. That's right. Yeah.
Right? Like this. Like honestly, I bought a tablet specifically to read comics on.
Me too.
Same.
Like just because I prefer it. I don't want to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love like this something like Case in Point, where Robo did, where he had 18 different variants of House of Slaughter #1. Like I would do that.
I still got some shelf space though.
But that's the thing though. If it's a comic I give a shit about, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. Like I the only reason I didn't get the like for instance the static cover that came out that y'all were showing, the one with the Akira homage on it, I actually knew that was coming for a while, but I fucking forgot about it. So by the time it came out, it was in the back of my head, and I didn't do it. I didn't go to the shop and get it, and I kind of regret it. I'm like, I'm probably gonna go to the shop tomorrow because y'all just reminded me. And I'm like, oh, let me see, y'all still got any motherfucking static? Sitting here looking like a motherfucking shady individual trying to, man, y'all getting
any more
House of Slaughter. Dude, shit, put that shit down, man. Yo, man, what y'all got by killing?
Honestly, that's what it
got
feels
more
like.
Turtles.
When I walk into a comic shop, that is what I feel like. I'm like, oh shit, here she is again, ready to get her fix.
Fucking drug dealers, man. That's a fucking comic. That's a fucking comic book. Those comic book shop owners are. Those fucking drug dealers, man. Like, yeah, man, I got what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you know
by
what?
the way,
He's
so good.
just like that. It's just like he's like, oh, what's going on? Hey, I got you.
Hey, you know, Once the Future just came out this week. You sure you don't want that?
Yeah.
That's actually a running joke with,
I do
with
want
the
it.
guy who owns my shop. Is
He's a dealer.
He's a dealer. He's my dealer. I say it. I'll say it. It's like you're there's a reason we call you a dealer.
Yeah.
And he has told me specifically he really hates that name.
Did you guys all read my Twitter win about my actual dealer? I got my actual drug dealer. Comic books.
What?
I was so proud because I was late to meet her, and she knows that I do this. And she was like, "Oh, I'm near that comic shop that you like. I'll just go in and have a look while you're getting here." And then I rocked up, and she's like, "You just cost me $150." I was like, so far.
It only gets worse.
This is my point right here too. Like the way they do that, they're like,
"Oh yeah,
I put a little some extra." Don't worry about that.
Dude, okay. No bullshit, though.
They still charge me for it, though. So.
They do that shit. I think right before the pandemic started, there was a comic that came out called Stealth, and I wasn't going to get it. But, like, the
stuffed it in.
They did, actually. Well, not only that,
it's part of the experience.
Bruh. My local LCS, they know me. They know I like fucking Tokusatsu and Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, shit like that. So and they know I have a soft spot in my heart for Darkhawk. So they showed me, like, hey man, you know what this looks like? Man, this kind of looked like Darkhawk, and I was like. like wasn't the gift where the dude where it's the dude that's like at the looks like it's like a football game or basketball game. He just has his hands on his he just looks very angry. He's like disappointed. He just like that was me when motherfucker said it. I was just like,
you bought it, right?
And I did. I fucking bought it. And dude, you know what I said? You know what I said the whole like when I was reading it? Dude, he does look like Darkhold.
I have like
Damn.
6 shops in the area, and I have a pull at one of them.
Mhm.
And one of the other ones I go to, I apparently went to enough that the guy just made a pull box for me. And when he finds weird shit, he sticks it in the pull box for when I come in next time.
Yeah, man, you
When
go
he
and get
says
that.
weird shit, he means kaiju sex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not just kaiju sex. Although yes,
Damn, bro, you into some gazella cheeks?
hey, look.
the book's called Dose. I highly recommend it.
Is it about gazella cheeks though? Because I'm intrigued now. Like,
Hey, so
like
Which
she's clapping buildings like in Tokyo, like.
Right. Yeah, clap them cheeks, man.
Cipher?
so
Which, oh,
okay.
sorry. Go ahead. I was just gonna ask which kaiju Cipher would want to fuck.
Well, well, I don't know. Is Cthulhu considered a kaiju?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there.
Big
I'm
ass
again-
monster.
Tentacles.
Really?
I mean, no, only because I'm a huge Bloodborne fan, and I'm like, yeah, I would definitely get immersed in this world.
Nice. Intrigued for science.
I think Cthulhu would get immersed in you.
Dude.
Hey,
All I'm saying is, I'm ascend to great. You know, what was that?
what's that one saga character? She's like the Spider Girl, but she has like
The
the
stalk.
badass.
Yeah, the
Stalk.
stuff.
Yeah, nah, if that's a kaiju. That's that. Like, see, I can't do just kaiju for kaiju. Like, you're like what? It maybe like a super baddie kaiju. Like, you need to give me some parts here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, nah, give me King
You're like a
Ghidorah,
cross
'cause you
between a
can make some
scorpion
things
and
happen.
a butterfly. I'm like,
Here's
I'll
here's the
fuck
thing.
that.
Here's the,
It's electric.
Head here, head here. They can be like doing some
Stock.
shit back
Blerd
there.
knows what's up. Yeah.
the stalk combines the hottest thing ever. She, from the waist up, the stalk's fine,
Yep.
but from the waist down, it is like at a DNA level.
Yeah.
It is a creature that is designed to be revolting to us. You know what I mean? Like,
And-
So
and-
let's fuck it.
That's Tony's
Right.
Tiger
Where the
count.
parts would be, you don't even get to enjoy the parts
I
you
need
want
to
to
put my
see.
dick in it.
I'm
right?
like, look, see, the thing is, like, can we do it regular? I'm like, first of all, you're a half spider. There's no regular. Look, I can only do handies and sloppy toppies.
My man said regular. First of all, normie, with your vanilla sex having ass.
Last time I did it regular, there was like spider webs and the little hairs on your clawy legs. Just
Okay, Mary Jane.
Hey, look, when you look at me, you got so many. You got too much shit going on.
Yeah,
I don't know which eye to look into.
handies and sloppy toppies. That's it. And then she killed me.
King shaming spiders.
We're gonna do this democratically because we're coming up on 2 hours, so I'm not gonna go over 5 more headlines.
Last news
so-
headline.
I'm gonna name off some headlines and then we'll take a vote on which one we'll talk about next. We're gonna talk about Chip Zdarsky. Actually, it's kind of one I want to talk about. That's okay. Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, let's just talk about that.
Chip Zdarsky says that he's not gonna write Spider-Man because fans suck. We also have where he's talking, throwing shade at Crystal Dynamics. Also, the Inkle is a big one. The movie's coming out. Some lawsuits happen. And it turns out that nobody at DC actually called in any death threats. Ree, what do you want to talk about?
Oh shit! Wait, we should get one of the guests to pick. Let's talk about Zdarsky because that's important.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
so you want to usurp the democratic process? And
I
just
would like to be.
I'm
You're
googling Zdarsky right now. See what the hell's going on here. So I
All
can
right,
pretend to-
Zdarsky.
Nice.
Yeah, Zdarsky because the fans suck.
what?
Yeah.
What?
I was
white-
saying to Robo before we went live, this is one of the biggest writers of this year. So him saying that is like
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
a big deal.
Okay.
Here. So check this shit out.
Did he write something I might be familiar with? Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Spider-Man.
one? Which one?
Yeah.
So check this out.
It's Spider-Man Batman.
This
To
is
do
a
with the
good
sonar
last
power.
topic. This is a good last topic because check this out. We have, friend of the show, Dane from Forced Adversity, just did a video on toxic fandom and stuff. Really good. You should check it out. But this is like proof positive. This is somebody who is a creator who's extremely successful and would only become more successful by writing one of the biggest Marvel characters in Marvel. He says, I guess when asked if he was going to write Amazing Spider-Man, I guess I shouldn't say never, but I can't picture the scenario where I take the job, Zdarsky said in an AMA on Reddit in response to a fan asking about a potential run on Marvel's premier comic series. It just seems to be a ludicrous amount of work for a readership that has too many specific ideas of what should happen and get too angry when their expectations aren't met. Maybe I get to a place in my life where I can handle it, but it sure isn't right now.
Okay, so there's something funny that kind of goes along with this, and I think it's so interesting that this news came out. No, I didn't. Carter did. Carter talked to him, but I was watching this happen, and Chip Zdarsky was on Ryan Stegman's Substack stream.
I was on that stream. What?
Oh, you were there? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. You probably know exactly what I'm about to say then. So Chip Zdarsky was talking about the fact that apparently, so you remember Tom King's Vision?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
According to Chip Zdarsky, he was supposed to get that.
Oh,
it was offered to him, but he turned it down. I don't remember why. I don't even remember if he even said why.
He said he didn't have a good idea for it. Like he didn't have anything to write. Like,
okay, so yeah, which honestly, that's admirable as fuck. That's admirable as fuck. Because other motherfuckers, a lesser person would have jumped all over that shit and fucked it up. But I thought it was hilarious that he said that he tells his wife, he's like, yeah, see, aren't you glad I didn't take that shit? Because then you wouldn't have WandaVision.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it makes sense though, because Spider-Man fans are terrible. They're awful.
It's weird because it's only for the Amazing Spider-Man book.
Yeah, it ain't for.
It's not for any of the
the
side ones. It's like they don't give a fuck.
Why is that? Why is that? Because that's like the main
I think Straczynski just fucking like he everybody's just having flashbacks to, like, whether you like One More Day or not, like everybody's just worried that something like that may happen again. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Having just recently reread One More Day just this past week. Yeah,
because I may be in the minority that liked One More Day.
Hey, is One More Days when he makes the deal with Mephisto? Like, yo, okay, cool, just making sure.
Yeah.
Hey, I read comics. I freaking love them.
It's basically it's weird because it's kind of slick being like half-ass adapted into No Way Home.
No Way Home, yeah.
except it's Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Hey, I saw the theories. I saw the fan theories. It's actually Mephisto.
Not Strange.
But Doctor Strange, didn't Doctor Strange help Daredevil hide his identity?
I believe so.
Too?
Yeah, I believe so. Which, for me, I'm a huge fan of the mentality, or not the mentality, but the mindset of like Occam's razor. The solution has like the least amount of like moving parts. The least complicated solution is usually the one that's the most obvious and likely correct. So that's why when people are like, "Oh man, dude, see, this is how it's gonna set up Mephisto," and I ain't here for all that. I'm just like, look, man, just keep that shit simple.
Nicely said.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, that's for this whole thing for me, it's just like imagine. I wonder if any of these fans know they're that. Like, I wonder if any of these fans look at this and go, "Can you imagine being that kind of fan?" And all their friends look at them like, "That's you, bitch."
I don't think that will happen because I feel like the friends are that group of toxic motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're all like that.
Yeah, they're all like that.
I believe that.
I don't think any of them have self-awareness or introspection.
The people who get kind of angry about it have a feeling of ownership over those characters.
That's it.
And they look at the creators as a steward that needs to respond to them the same way the guy making your cheeseburger at McDonald's responds. You'd be like, "Bitch, I said no fucking pickles."
Yeah.
You don't get to say that to Dan Slott. And if you've paid any attention to any of the stuff Dan Slott, oh my God, it's Eva. If you paid any attention to any of the stuff that Dan Slott said about making Doc Ock Spider-Man, and he literally received death threats for making Doc Ock Spider-Man, fictional fucking characters.
Yes,
and these are confirmed death threats. And people still hound him about it. And now, partially, he does respond to it. So, of course, he invites these trolls to come at him. But
to be fair, he checks his own name on Twitter.
He does do that. He does.
Even when people don't tag him, he knows.
He does know. But that is 100% accurate that they do that, and it's ridiculous because I have loved some characters in my time, but never once have thought to myself, Dan Didio had Ted Cord, Blue Beetle, killed. I'm going to write him a letter telling him how I'm going to blow him up with some C4 over this because it's a fictional fucking character.
But it's always been like that.
I was
always been that way. Always been that way.
Like toxic fandoms, it's not just exclusive to comics. I mean, this synonymous everywhere. I mean,
sure.
I think Laura Bailey still receiving fucking death threats over her role in Abby in The Last of Us 2. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't make not one post about that. Even today in Twitter, be like, that game
some dude was late to pick up the game. Oh, finally,
I can send my death threat.
Yeah, like
finally.
But no, like don't even go too far. I'm gonna tell you right now, Corey Balrog got super harassed when when God of War the soft reboot got shown. Yeah, no, not with Thor. Before like the first one, right?
2016.
When he dropped the trailer at E3, right, bro. The shit that went on Twitter was ridiculous. Hashtag not my God of War, fuck Corey Balrog, you piece of shit. You're gonna all this shit, right? That game turned out to be amazing game of the year. And motherfucker, only because Kratos had the audacity to grow a beard. Like that was literally it. Like, why is Kratos being trying to be a good father? He's not like that. I'm like, it's a fictional character, dude.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over it. You're gonna buy the game.
That was what it boiled down to, right? Is like, oh, my rage fantasy has turned into this dude trying to be a good dad. That's not what I wanted. That was what it boiled down to. It wasn't about the fucking beard. It was about.
And what's funny is that he wasn't still.
He was still a rage. monster.
No.
Dad, those dudes should have played that and been like, there you go. You're still a dickhead, and you're still like.
Hold on. Before you continue, have you played the previous God of War game?
Huh?
Yep.
Have you played the Robo? You played the previous?
I didn't play him through like I did this one. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about
this is a huge. I'm not saying that he should be.
I'm not worried about. That's like saying like I beat my wife every day, but now I only do it once a year. Like
yeah. No. Okay. Apples and oranges here because this is we're talking about a man who has literally his dead family's ashes on his skin. To the dude who's trying to like connect with his son, like
the game was still him being a bad dad. Is all I'm saying. So like
that's
they thought
exactly
it was getting woke, and it was like
they're just.
But he was trying. That's all I'm trying to say. Like
they're just angry they took the sexy time game.
Yeah, that's right.
The quick time.
All the titties, yeah. Because the fandom kind of got because we all know what the games were before Corey Balrog came in and like changed the whole narrative, right? We all know what they were designed for, the demographic that was interested in those games. Then what happened when the 2016 one came out is they divided, and it was all the men that had grown up and had children or like moved past that phase of their life where they just wanted to jerk off to a PS2 game, and then the ones that hadn't moved past that, and they're the ones that are angry that it's not exactly the same as it was.
No, and it's crazy because
Corey Balrog. Let me make something really clear. There is absolutely nothing wrong about jerking off to a PS2 game.
That's right. Yeah. Huh. Also, I'm going to show you guys a screenshot. Right, I was on Reddit.
You had crashed, didn't you?
I'm going to show you guys the death threat I sent.
Well, that I received. On Reddit.
Oh, he said that.
So like I commented, this is just an example, right, of like what it's like to be on the internet. And I just want to, while we're talking about toxic fandoms and like what those people do and how people feel entitled to IPs and whatever, it's also just the internet. Like I commented on this girl's picture. It was just this woman of color posting a selfie of herself being like, oh, well, I got outed as a lesbian, but I'm embracing it. you know, whatever. And I commented on it and said, good for you. I'm sorry it happened to you, but you look great. And the response from the random was, I hope you get raped so brutally and it's uploaded somewhere I can fap to it. Like, that was the... And I'm like, how did we get here? How did we get here from where we started? But that's the internet. So, like, I'm not excusing it, but I am saying, like, it's not just toxic fandoms. It's a bigger problem with...
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
no
say something. I'm
consequences.
gonna say something controversial, right?
Yeah, right.
So, the Big Bang Theory, right? That sitcom featuring like a bunch of nerds, you know, the scientists and whatnot. And then, like, I remember like a lot of fans hated it. Yeah, they hated it, right? They're like, oh, they're depicting nerds like wrong, whatever, right? Whatever the case may be. And I'm like, you know what's crazy though? Oh, that's the picture?
Yeah, that's the picture. That's
Oh, wow. Look at the thread right there. Can we enhance that?
enhance. What's it say? I sincerely hope you get raped brutally and it gets uploaded somewhere online for me to fap to. And it's in response to me commenting on this chick's fucking selfie.
Damn.
You know, honestly, I'm failing to understand what the problem is here. That sounds like normal Discord.
Totally normal. Yep.
I walked into a Sally's Beauty Supply the other day, and the girl behind the counter was really helpful. And when I left, I said, "I hope you get raped so brutally," and it gets videoed and uploaded. Blerd almost spit all over his screen, and she was like,
I
"Thanks,
wasn't
hope you have a
ready.
good
I
day
wasn't
too."
Like,
If we
thank
can-
you.
If we can make that the last time we ever say this phrase ever on the show,
Here's the thing.
I
I
would
honestly,
really appreciate it.
honestly, I didn't think like top 10 things I wouldn't think was gonna be said today. That phrase.
So many times.
Anime
Yeah, I
ripple.
was like 5 times. Let me tell you something. If there was a clip chip out here, like if we were like if we were on Blerd's level and had like 100 and some people in here, then they would cancel Dunzo. They wouldn't have any of the context. It'd be
You'll see me making a statement.
like,
You'll see me making a statement as I'm texting Robo, like I'm recording. Like I didn't know they were like that. I am appalled. I'm disgusted. I know.
I was called on as a feeling last
I'm texting
minute.
Robo like, "Hey, yo, my bad. I gotta do this." My channel's actually going up. Like, hey, so I don't even know. Yeah, we was cool, but obviously I'm not cool with them anymore.
hey, but look, they said there's no bad publicity, so I already beat you to it. I already clicked it. I released it through a flick account.
Well, I'll make my apology video in Spanish.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I was just gonna say I was called on last minute. I didn't know who was gonna be here. I didn't think that was gonna be said.
Damn! I just fucked up the whole goddamn show, huh?
Yeah, I think we just got cancelled. Is that what just happened?
You know what's hilarious?
Our viewer count just went up like 4 since.
Like,
I'm
yeah, man,
gonna-
dude.
Did we just attract the wrong demographic? Like I knew I like these guys. Like
I'm just saying, if we got canceled, that means we have book deals waiting for us right now, and
Oh, thank
Fox
fuck.
News, OAN,
I can be a
they're all waiting.
politician.
Right,
hey, Tucker Carlson just text me right now. Hey.
right. I'm getting a call from Dean Cain as we speak. Hold on one second. I'm gonna
shit.
answer.
That's how you know you made it. When Dean
Right.
Cain's blowing you up. Bro.
Right.
I'm officially canceling everything.
Evan Von Scriver, he just said that he can give us 10,000 subs right now. I'm like, that. Hey, let me tell you about the best frog you would ever see in comics.
Dude, Cyberfrog's gonna save the industry, man.
Yeah.
Right.
All I
One-
know is that Marvel and DC, they're pretty much dead. They're like out of
Right.
business right now.
Right now.
You know, but
Right.
I mean, you can't tell, but trust me, I know.
Bro, don't look at the numbers. Fake news.
Oh no,
Right.
what was it he said? It was something along the lines
The
of like,
government's paying them to be gay.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, the government's paying them to push gay narratives in the comics. It's
Wait,
like, bro,
is that a thing? Can I get a grant for that? I'll push
Wait.
the agenda.
You know what's crazy though? Like my sister says, every ass has a price. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
I'm picturing Danny showing up to a government building in a suit and just being like, with a clipboard, I'm here to
Hello.
Hope you guys need a gay person.
you know what's crazy? He's like,
Not gay,
hey,
I can be.
okay, so do I? Okay, for age, do I check the box? Like I don't want to answer. Is that important? Like how do I like know how much money I'm gonna get?
Wait, we
That's always
can't even
the
get universal health care and free college, but they're giving money away to push
Right.
gay narratives. Cool.
Right. Right. Right.
We get it, Michael Mora. You speak Spanish. You're so
What does
fucking
that say?
special.
Someone translate it.
I don't know.
Whoa, no! He said what you said in Spanish.
I see criminal sexual.
He did. He just translated what you said. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Congrats
long
on the new
story-
job, Michael.
long story short, Evan has turned into the Q Loon of comic book fandom. Him and his him and his thin trade every year and a half are are going to save the comic industry in America. And
When are they going to do that? And why does it need saving?
all I'm saying is the next issue, you're going to see JFK Jr. was alive all along.
He's hanging out with
Uh,
Tupac. He's with Tupac right now.
Did the day pass?
Oh my god!
What's that?
Wait, did the day pass? Wasn't
It
Jay?
Yeah,
passed.
that was this week
Yeah.
earlier. And down
2
the
days,
street.
2 days
No,
ago.
no, it's gonna happen. I saw
No,
it.
it already did. It
No, it
already
happened
there was
already.
a big meeting at Dealey
But Biden's
Plaza.
still in office, so what happened?
Right, I don't know. I
Oh,
can't
maybe they.
imagine.
No,
I think
it
he,
is.
Bro,
I
he's
already
in
know
charge
it
of the military.
They're
You know what it
back
was?
already. They just
Rubble?
can't tell us because there'll be a civil war.
Joe
I'm in
Biden's
Dallas.
actually JFK.
It's actually
He's wearing him like a skin suit.
it was very
Say what
cold.
you want about JFK, but he gives really good head.
True.
It was very cold this week.
I've heard.
That was
What were you saying,
that
Danny?
wasn't in the history books though.
Oh, it was very cold this week in Dallas,
Uh-huh.
so I think they had to postpone.
okay.
Like, we
There
were
was-
Let's go.
close to the 50s, and like that's normal for some people not here.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
we just shut down everything.
People literally froze to
I
death in their
promise
homes.
you though. I promise you though. Like my little joke about if they're in office. I guarantee I would put money right now that I could find a TikTok or something before 2 days is up that it happened. They're in office. They're in control, and they have to have Biden up there puppeting, or else there would be a civil war.
Yeah, yeah, of course, man.
Well, Biden is president of corporate America, not America.
The other
is that why the gas prices are so high?
That's right, corporate
Bro,
America.
kind of a
Right.
bitch.
Right.
Bro, I knew it, man. That supply and demand bullshit did not sit well with me, bro.
Right.
Like,
Let's go, Brandon. Am I right, guys?
I'm out here.
Okay, so
Fuck Joe Biden. Huh?
Hey,
for historical purposes, when I watch this back, hi Rhiannon, you're 80 years old. Welcome to hell. Today you bought petrol for over $2 a liter. That's never happened to you before. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
I
everybody-
remember buying it
Hey.
as a kid
No.
for less than $1 a liter.
hey, for us culture people, what the fuck is a liter?
A liter is
Right.
like
No. More importantly,
petrol.
what the fuck is petrol?
You know
Yeah.
those big ass,
Oh my god!
the big giant fuel trucks with like big cylinder?
Yeah.
Like that whole thing filled up is 2 liters. Like
Okay, so when I buy a 2 liter of Coke, they actually
you mean
give
a
me
liter of cola? You mean a liter
Oh,
of cola?
we call it Coca.
Like it's a liter of cola reference?
This
I
is,
get
this
liter
is
of
half a
Coke.
liter. This is
Fuck
half
you,
a liter.
Farva.
That's half a liter.
wow!
Oh, wow.
That's
I
half.
was
That's
way
half
off.
a liter. Yeah.
Is
Hey,
that
hold on,
water?
sir.
What's happening there? What's
This is baby oil, but it's half. That's 500 mils.
Why
Ooh,
don't you have
got
a
the
bottle
baby
of baby
oil.
oil sitting
guys drink
right
baby
at
oil
the
down there?
computer?
Because I like to masturbate at my computer.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying.
I actually am because I imagine like just sticky ass keys.
Look, I felt a sense of shame because I was like, "Damn, I wouldn't have played that card. I wouldn't have told don't nobody need to know about the baby oil. I got it, my dude. I am damn, dude, Reed
I
really
should've
out here with
stayed
this,
Get the shits, bro. I mean,
making me feel shamed." I'm like,
well,
It's all
hold
the
on.
crack, blood. It's all the crack.
Well, I'm a cocoa butter type of person myself. You know what I mean?
If you're
Like,
pounding off with cocoa butter,
Yeah.
you're a classy motherfucker. That's
You're
all.
a
I mean, hey, All I gotta say, I'm not ashy.
Go to the people of color section. They got a whole tub of it right there. You're good. Put that shit on my face, everything.
I just have a little. I have hand sanitizer, but I wouldn't recommend using that.
Why are you jerking off with hand sanitizer?
Oh, shit.
My man said like it kills 99% of that germs, bro. But I'm a little dirty, so that 1% is sticking with me. Like,
Dude, you can't take enough precautions with this COVID shit.
See, now I know if I ever see either of these two men in person, if Cipher smells like cocoa butter, I know what he's been doing. And if Danny screamed from his bedroom in pain, I know what he's doing.
okay, so
It's in my people again.
See that?
I have to clarify. Okay, you actually might lose money in that bag because I might be ashy, or I just got done. You never know. So I'm just saying.
Here's the
Why
thing.
not both?
Even those.
Okay, no los dos.
Hey, even though she said, "Hey, it's all about the Astroglide. You got to keep it water based." You know what's funny is,
Yes.
in all seriousness, when I was like baby oil and stuff like that, I'm sitting here like that absorbs into the skin too fast, and it's not really not good for anal. So why would you have that? Add, Astroglide. That's what's up.
Right.
Okay, water based. Thanks, Robo.
Water-based lubricant.
Right.
And
By the
it's
way-
safe for condoms.
By the way, it also depends. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone is built the same. Like
Well said.
social media says, some people are built different. Hashtag respectfully.
Hashtag
Hashtag
fuck around and
better.
find out.
I think we all absorb baby oil the same though. So
No, that's not how. No, the incision point might be built.
Incision?
In entry point.
Insertion.
insertion.
There, insertion. There you go.
Right.
Hey, leave my boy alone.
Hey,
Leave my boy alone.
Well,
what's with you? What's up, bro? Say some shit.
Incision implies something.
Cypher's
very
doing
fucking
surgery and
different,
shit.
man.
Yeah, that is a
Hey,
different implication.
I mean,
We know what the fuck he said.
yeah, exactly. I played Outlast. Like,
Scapo, please.
Right?
first of all, so you never played Operations growing up?
That's like
Not
Saw
like that.
2022. That's all I'm saying. That's,
All right. Wait.
There's too much laughing in-
Here's the deal. What is up with all these gays in my comic books?
What's
I'm
the
thinking-
deal?
What's the deal with bisexual Superman?
all I know is my grandfather almost died in World War II to not make Superman bi. I don't know if anybody knows that, but the colorist on Superman said that. My grandfather almost died in World War II, and here they are making Superman bi.
Let's reiterate. That's the former colorist.
Former color, that's right. The
Yeah.
former colorist
Yeah.
and the ex-pro, now whiny bitch.
Hey,
but you know,
I wasn't raising goats on Puerto Rico just so we can get this shit.
so I'm not trying to be like messed up or anything, but I just like right now all I can imagine is like his grandfather in the trenches in World War II. Like, man, I can't wait to raise Superman.
Right.
This is what I'm doing.
Right.
He's over there. He's fucking Lois Lane, Ryan
Right.
AJ.
Right.
For Lois.
like he's on fucking Iwo Jima, and he's like raising the flag, and he's like, "I'm doing this so Clark
Yep.
keeps fucking Lois."
But his buddy's like, as he's lifting the flag, it's just in the middle of that picture. By the way, it happens they're lifting the flag. They're like, imagine if Superman was gay. and the flag started falling, and they took the picture right as the flag was falling.
They're like, "No!" What a dumbass fucking thing to
You know,
say.
I just imagine like in the like distant future, we're talking like grandkid, like our grandkids, whatever. It's like, hey, so what was like one of the biggest controversy of your time? It's like, well, Superman was bisexual, one issue, and people were like, okay, then
The
like
thing is,
like what happened? They were like, oh, that was it. We're like, word. So y'all were here. What?
the thing is, Robin turned bisexual, and then he got contagious with Superboy, and it spread to everyone.
True.
in DC.
Hey, that's the
By
real
the
conspiracy
way-
behind COVID. That's why
Yeah.
you should not get the vaccine. Like,
But I decided to sit down and read that Kal-El comic, even though I've never read a Superman comic except for Red Sun because
It's
Miracle Man told
good,
me to,
right?
and it was great. I read it all in one sitting.
Really good.
It's really good.
Hey,
Really good.
it's red sun when he's Russian.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right,
Good
cool.
That's
Making sure.
actually not a
Here's-
bad movie adaptation either.
It
Here's
was
the
actually pretty
thing.
good.
Oh,
The animation.
Here's the thing, though. I just found out that
There
they're
you go.
about to have
I think it was
Damian
slow
Wayne
transition.
kiss
They're about to have
a
what?
girl.
Damian Wayne.
It's insertion. I'm sorry.
What girl is he gonna kiss?
I don't know, but I've heard that that's coming up. Damian Wayne's going to have his first kiss with a girl, and there's two
Aw.
things. One, why
It
do they
better
have to
be not
keep?
fuck. No, they better not. 'Cause that's
How do
fucking
they?
sex.
Why do they keep forcing straight character
Thank you.
sexuality
You know
down
what, though?
our throats?
It's not about heterosexuality. I'm not a bigot. It has nothing to do with them being straight.
Right, they
I
can be
just
straight
don't
if they
need
want.
that in pushing children's faces.
Right,
I just
right.
don't want it in children's
I just don't
faces.
agree
You know what,
with the
though?
straight lifestyle. You
You know
know,
what?
like
I
Right.
don't believe that the government should be racing my child. What would the troops think?
Right. So
5G made all the DC heroes.
all I'm gonna say
Oh,
is,
gay now.
That was
that's
the,
what
that
happens
was
when you get a
the,
COVID vaccine.
that was
That's
the
been-
Joker.
Why?
Bro, the next Justice League issue should just be called the Gay Justice League.
It's like-
Just to like,
Like I can see
Actually,
it now. Can you
they
see
were gonna
like
do
Heath
that.
Ledger just like sitting like sitting at the table with mob bosses and criminals all around him? He says, I have a plan.
I don't know what this is
We
going.
make all the heroes gay.
yeah.
The agenda. Call it the agenda. Agenda assemble.
bro,
Batman
yeah,
agenda.
all I can hear right now is just Bane saying, "I will break the bat," and I'm like, "Yes, you will."
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
I will bust your back out.
I wish
You
I could
merely
whip you.
adopted the gay. I was born into it.
Wrong
I
kind of
wish
bad.
I
Yes.
could quit you.
You think this gives you power over me?
You know,
Are you a top or a bottom?
I may be a bottom, but I'm a power bottom.
What was it?
You see Talia al Ghul in the background, like, what the fuck?
Now Ra's al Ghul's not saying shit. He's just in the corner.
Hey, yo, actually, that reminds me. Hold up, that reminds me.
Detective.
Yo, y'all remember that Batman Beyond episode, right? Where Bruce gets into the fountain, and then you find out that Talia al Ghul actually was she got body snatched by her dad. But there was a scene when they made, like, she and Bruce made out, and there was an implication that they hooked up. So when the Terry and Bruce teamed up to fight him, because he get, you know, like the whole army, whatever, and then Terry goes like, "Oh man, you're disgusting," and then Bruce like, "How do you think I feel?" He kissed me. Nobody said nothing about that, right? And I'm over here like, bro, this episode should like just get re-released right now, so I can just see people losing their shit.
Everybody was just fine. Everybody was
That's
great.
what the
Nobody
Batman
said
be-
nothing.
That's what the Batman Beyond movie should be.
Oh,
You know-
It's just
you know,
that
Cipher.
episode.
You
What's
said a couple of minutes ago about how the Justice League, they're going to have a Justice League gay or gay,
Like
the gay Justice League.
The Gay
You know,
Justice
believe
League.
it or not, they were going to have Justice League JLQ was going to be a title that DC was going to put out. It was going to be Justice League Queer.
Oh shit!
Remember that? And they
Yeah.
did this. Remember a couple of months back, DC did this round robin where you could vote on books you'd want to read, and of course, everyone I wanted was knocked the fuck out.
Same.
But Justice League Queer was one of them. And they were, all the characters were going to be, you know, I think they're going to have the non-binary Flash, and they were going to have the Aquaman, you know, the new Aqualad, and
Yeah.
there you go.
Nice.
They look
And-
like a fun group of people, though. I ain't gonna lie.
We kind of got it, I think, when they did the DC Pride book.
Yeah.
I
A
think
little
that's what
bit,
that's
a
from.
little bit,
That was like a
You know-
half-ass kind of like, here, all right, here's,
Yeah.
we didn't do it, but here, take this shit, y'all. Shut the fuck up.
It's one of the two mega corporations on Earth in entertainment
Mhm.
trying to appeal to queer writers or readers. And you know, everybody wants to get mad. They're like, oh, it's, you know, it's performative, it's not real, you know, this isn't good, this is just, you know, they're just injecting it for you know, for sales. Well, fucking yeah, it's a corporation, they sell everything.
wanna
get
make
fucking money.
Yeah,
Right. That's
so
the
are the
fucking
titties
point.
and dying guns. Like, yes, all of it is to make money, but
Right.
it's also a sign of the Overton window, which I am here for.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's like, what was it? The shit that happened, what was it, like a week or two ago? with Newbie and the Amazons. Like everybody
yeah.
was like flipping out about that shit.
Oh,
But
she's
here's
why
the
were they
thing,
not?
December. She's coming on our show December.
Why would they
Nice.
not?
no one would have fucking known.
Was it
Why would they not?
Stephanie
Because she was
Williams?
trans.
Yeah, but Stephanie Williams. Well, no, what they did is Stephanie Williams and Vita Ayala had introduced a new character.
Is this Nubia?
Nope, it's in the
no,
book.
no.
A
It was
different
a-
Amazon.
It was a new Amazon who was reincarnated
Nora,
on the
thanks for coming.
island, but she's trans.
Right.
And the thing is, there's really nothing that's ever said at any point that makes you go like, bruh,
Right.
that character's trans as fuck.
I read it, and
Mhm.
as a dumb reader, I didn't even catch up on. It's a very
I didn't
specific
either.
wording that I like. If you know, if you're more educated than I am, then you would probably understand it. But like, I read it, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought
But
it
it
was
is-
a really interesting.
Well,
Let me see if I can find the panel.
it was along the lines of like,
Like, my name was my first armor, or something like that.
or, yeah,
like,
it was,
my
it
first
was-
piece
it
of
was
armor.
something.
Ah,
But basically, Stephanie Williams had to come out and tell people.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason anybody knew. And then people started freaking out. And it's like, dude, had she not said
Yeah.
anything, you wouldn't have known.
Right.
Don't sit up here and act like you knew. If she would have not said anything and maybe waited like 4 or 5, maybe 6 months and just was like, oh, yeah, by the way, you literally would have just been like, man, I never would have thought that.
Yeah, you're right.
For
That's
those
how
of
they
you who
should've done it.
don't know, I don't know if everybody knows on the show. I don't know if the whole audience knows, but Amazons are created.
Mhm.
There's a well on the island of Themyscira, and when women are murdered by men,
Mhm.
sometimes
mhm.
they are reincarnated and come out of the well as new Amazons.
Yep.
So, and this well has been closed for I forget what they said. It'd been a long time, right, Blerd?
It's been a minute. It's been a while because Nubia was supposedly the last one who came out of it.
Right,
And this version of Nubia is not the one from like
77 or whatever.
yeah 77 or whatever. This is like
Yeah.
a completely different. This is like a whole new version of Nubia. So
Yeah.
like it's been that was during like I guess technically DC Rebirth around that time that was switching to being DC Universe or whatever
Right.
the heck they were doing. So
Yeah.
it's been a few years. Yeah. If you go to the bottom,
Go to the bottom left.
And
Or
then go
bottom
over
right.
some.
Bottom right.
yeah, bottom right. Yeah, keep going. Right there.
Right there.
That's it.
I don't know how to explain it yet, but this exact moment feels like my soul has desired it long before I came here. I am Bia. Boom. Welcome, sister.
That's it.
That's so dope. That's good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
me
you know-
you got that.
Oh, I did. I definitely did
You
it.
got it from that.
Right. You can't.
I don't
You
think
can't.
I would have got it, but it definitely stands out because it was like, here's my name, and then here's
Yeah.
that. And then it's like, I guarantee I probably would have been something like, I wonder what that is. Anyways, and I would have kept reading.
Yeah, you kept going.
The headline. I'm like, I knew it was something.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's it.
Trans
Everybody was
readers
trying to
got
act
it.
like they saw it first. Yeah, a lot of I will say that. Stephanie Williams did say that a lot of trans fans had said something, asking her questions about it. But that's the thing though. If you're some cis male motherfucker who ain't got anything close to a trans bone in your body, you ain't gonna get that shit. That ain't your life. It's not your struggle. It's not your experience. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get it.
Like, who gives a fuck if they got it? It wasn't for you anyway.
Right. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like people were trying to act like they're so offended, but like, dude, you didn't know anyway.
Yeah, just keep reading.
Dude, just
Why don't
fucking
you go
enjoy the
read
goddamn
something that
comic.
you like? That's what I don't get. Like, why
Yeah.
don't these dudes go read something they like?
Hold on.
I
Brad.
you
Here.
said earlier, man, I wish I could find it because it's a little bit up, but she made a joke or something where it was something along the lines of like, hey, I haven't read comics since 1992, but here's my take on what's going on now or something like that. I was like, that's them. So like,
That's
so
them.
we're actually giving them too much credit when it's like, stop reading and go read something you like. these motherfuckers don't read comics. They don't
No,
read
they
comics
don't.
Well,
anyway.
I
They
think
just
what
see the headline and then they
Yeah.
want to get mad at it. Yeah.
I think what it comes down to is like when it comes like what Ree's saying, like why these dudes just don't just go read something they enjoy. It's like, well, I understand. Like to a lot of these guys, their fragile masculinity for they this power fantasy, you know what I mean, they want to be greater than life, whatever the case may be. When something like takes away from how they want to project themselves, they just want to be angry. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
They're
Because
drug addicts, just
yeah.
like me. They get it's like when you procrastinate and you get that adrenaline hit because you're like, oh fuck, I'm not going to get it done in time. But then you still procrastinate because it's kind of like a drug dose, right? This is what my therapist tells me about my procrastination. But it's the same with fighting online with people. You get that little adrenaline hit, and it is like being a drug addict. These people are fueled by outrage and they crave outrage.
because to me, I don't think I'm ever gonna be, no matter what form of entertainment, whatever. Like I could be a super fan of. There's nothing that somebody could say to me on life that's gonna like merit like such a like response where I just like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna kill you, your entire family, and then like it's just.
So you've never cared enough about Superman to send a rape threat? Sad.
No, never.
And you call yourself a fan, Cipher?
Yeah.
Well, you said now you would have said Vegeta. I would have been like, okay,
But man, look, y'all need to leave Vegeta alone.
Like y'all better hide your cheeks, because
not my Bulma.
no.
I can't even think of anything. I literally can't think of anything. Like the worst thing. Like we don't have to say that loud. But like the worst thing I can read. I'm like, whoa. And all I would do at this, like, what the fuck did I just read? And it can offend every sensibility I have. And it's gonna be a close that.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that shit anymore. Who sits in like time to write an email to the publishers? Like it's like
Dude,
you're a fucking weirdo.
let me be clear on something. I'm a huge fan of Daredevil. Love Daredevil.
It's pronounced Red Batman.
Red Batman.
Red Batman. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I would like to issue a statement. I'd like to apologize to all the people I've hurt and offended by my very harmful statements that I just
Thank you so much.
It's okay. Just do better.
I'm seeing a coach. I'm seeing a sensitivity coach to make sure that
You call the lady?
Yeah, you call the lady. I want to make sure that I don't make these same mistakes, and I'm learning every day.
Actually, me and my team, we got together today.
I'm sorry, I don't see any tears. Is this genuine?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hold on, wait, hold on.
Poke yourself in the eye.
There we go.
Give us some of your hand sanitizer.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Too much.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry. So,
Oh shit.
What
It's
can
real.
you?
He's feeling it.
Hey, somebody play music.
Hope that my attempt to be a better human. I'm on a journey right now, and I really hope that you all won't leave me behind if I'm trying to be a
Stop
better person.
laughing. He's trying to express himself.
Sorry.
Okay, can I just say this? This is like the first time I've seen Blerd has glasses, and I'm like completely mesmerized.
Who is that?
I was like,
Clark Kent?
Wait. So are you telling me that I can be Superman?
hey, bro, real shit. If people didn't know that Childish Gambino and Daniel Glover was the same person, you could pull it off.
Dude, right? Exactly. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna shoot my shot. But no, dude, I remember walking out of the theater, having seen Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Great movie.
I didn't email well, first off, who the fuck was really emailing anybody at that particular point in time anyway?
If you were rich, you was.
I mean, if you were rich, or if you were like, if you worked for like a corporation,
You got mail.
But yeah, like I didn't call Marvel. I didn't write a strongly worded email. I didn't write to I didn't go up like, man, dude, fuck you, man, fuck these guys, man. Dude, they don't get it, man. They don't get it, man. See, dude, this stuff is just, dude, they're just trying too hard to be woke, bro, man. This is terrible. Look, I didn't give a fuck. You know what I did? I literally went home and said, man, dude, you know what? Let me pick up this Bendis run real quick, man, so I can just get this shit out of my head.
Yep, I believe
that's what I did. I was like, let me pick up this Frank Miller shit.
Ernie was like, I hope there's a director's cut with more Coolio.
Right. Look,
Can we
you know
get?
what this movie needs? It needs about 14.6% more Coolio.
It needs a Coolio subplot.
Hey, first of all, Evanescence. Wake me up.
Actually,
Bring it
that's
to
what it
life,
needed. It needed about 50% more Evanescence.
Yeah,
we had 50 to 60%
We
more
shall not.
Evanescence.
We will not slander Amy Lee in this channel, sir.
Look,
I will say,
just
emo
saying.
kid in middle school, my immortal was everything. Like,
Matthew Werner just called you a fake gamer girl.
damn,
shit.
not the fake e-girl. I'll say this though. I think the only time I ever came close was when Konami did my boy Hideo Kojima, and I still to this day say fuck Konami, but that's personal. Yeah, I mean,
Would
Hideo
you never
Kojima-
buy?
Here's the deal. Did you
Are
ever?
you never
rank
going to
them
buy
up?
another Konami
Huh?
game?
Am I ever? No, I actually after that. Not because I didn't want to, it's because Konami's putting out trash after trash after that, and then now they're making pachinko machines. But I'll say this: like the only time I can say like,
Contra collection though.
did you? I did it.
I did.
Did you? I did it. I did it.
At least Hideo Kojima is a real person.
True.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I mean they
Right?
did him dirty, but like,
At least.
but I was legit like no bullshit. I was actually angry. Metal Gear is my favorite franchise.
That's
You know what I mean? And then Hideo Kojima is one of the greatest video game directors, of all time.
I'm actually surprised he hasn't made comics.
He actually got inspired after that game. What was it 12 minutes? The one Robo was playing, the asymmetric point and click, and he wants to go back to. He actually wants to make movies. I mean, if you can tell by his games.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
If you can tell by that director's cut trailer.
Yeah, true.
That
So-
would be such a mind fuck. If I ever see a Kojima movie, I'm going in blazed as fuck. It's
I'm
gonna
actually-
be so fun.
I'm actually kind of concerned
Long as fuck.
because look, man, they said they're gonna drop this Metal Gear movie. I'm actually very concerned because I'm like, you cannot make a Metal Gear movie.
Look, you already made it.
You know what I mean?
I'm like, you already made it.
You made
But-
like 6 of them.
That ass though. But point is, I was so pissed off when that shit happened, and especially like in the Game Awards. I still didn't go like, yo, where's Konami headquarters? I'm about to go ham on they cheek. No, I didn't. I just cried to myself and replay Metal Gear 3 and cried all over again.
Look, just like you just started like humming the melody, the Snake
Snake
Eater.
I forgot inside of a box.
Right.
He just sat there.
Someday the rain.
So I'm not complaining, but I want to point out that 35 minutes ago, Robo said we are coming up on 2 hours.
Yeah, but then
And
she got litty.
But then we picked chips and
And we
dark.
could have done those headlines
All
like
those
6 times
headlines.
over.
Hey,
It
yo,
wouldn't have been this fun. It'd be like, it would have been like, Square Enix writes to Twitter today.
Hang on, wait. I can solve this.
Oh,
No, change it back.
Wait. Actually, I just want to point out the timing was so crisp
It's good.
Yeah.
that I was just like,
Yeah,
damn.
it was good.
Because I'd have fucked that up. I'd have been like,
right.
oh shit, I'm still in here.
How do you snap? How do you snap?
I just like how Robo did the whole thing and nobody paid attention to it.
You saw it. Oh, you did. You got it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He did the whole bit, and everybody kept going like looking at Blur like, yeah, I'm like,
But you described
saw
it
it.
perfectly, so you saw it. So shut the
yeah, no, hey, I'm fucking defending you, asshole.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No. You know what? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, MBs, this is the end of the show now. But
Hey, but
No,
by the way, that
that's
Square Enix shit, that's some shade though. Like,
Are you
like,
surprised by that?
we can talk about it. Shit.
no. Well, okay, so the only thing I have
Before
to
we
say about
start-
this.
Miracle
ahead.
Man, do you have to go?
No, I'm fine. No, I got that.
I just want to make. Does anyone have to go?
If
Like
I'm
to the
not here, I'm
bathroom?
just gonna be on a Zoom with other people talking shit. So
Amazing. I'm just making sure we're not like.
He's gonna call his other group of friends like, "Fuck
Yeah.
these guys."
Like, fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Keep going.
All I gotta say about the Square Enix shit, man, is that shit was so uncalled for. Because the biggest issue with that game was the game of service fucking model. I have yet to see where that works outside of World of Warcraft. That shit, and that was designed specifically for that. The fact they go like, "Hey, yo, Crystal Dynamics, they fucked this up, right?" Yeah, Crystal Dynamics don't have a good track record. I mean, they have that one good Tomb Raider game, but bro, to call them out,
Excuse me?
okay, Tomb Raider was good. Rise of the
Thank
Tomb
you.
Raider was okay. Shadow Tomb Raider was hot doo doo water, and
Yeah.
I would throw hands with you, but I don't know, man.
disagree, But we'll talk about it.
You
we'll
know,
talk about it.
I actually had to think about this. I was like, but wait a minute. Then I realized I was thinking about Rise, and I was like, I like that. And I was like, oh wait, Shadow, the other one. Yeah, never mind. You're right.
You know what I mean? But here's the thing, though. Like when it comes down to the Marvel games and stuff, like I don't think Square Enix should have been the one handling that project. If I'm keeping it 100,
Yeah.
Like I think there's like so many other companies that would have done
They
such
didn't
a
have
better
the experience for it. Yeah, I agree. They didn't have exactly what you're saying. They didn't have the skill set. They should have picked someone that had, like, you know how, has anyone been playing Back 4 Blood?
Mm-hmm.
Back for
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's by the Left 4 Dead developers, right? But like, and it's so similar. Sorry, I've just had a brain fart as I started my sentence. I feel like Michael Scott. I don't know where I'm going. I just let the sentence take me where I'm.
which is funny because me and Robo talked extensively to like yo, we should play Back for Blood. Never did.
Yeah,
It's actually a lot of fun. It is essentially just Left 4 Dead, but like 37 maps.
Yeah.
Like it's just way more maps.
So
but Left 4 Dead.
controversial statement. I actually never liked Left 4 Dead.
Okay, so I'll be the first one to say it. Me and Carter got into it over this because he likes Left 4 Dead.
Mhm.
I don't give a fuck about Left 4 Dead, but I like Back 4 Blood.
All right.
Interesting.
I think Back 4 Blood is an infinitely better and more fun game than Left 4 Dead. I will die on that.
It's literally the exact same game.
Yeah,
it's-
but there's quality of life improvements that just Left 4 Dead would
True.
never have had to begin with. Just
Plus,
which
think about all the cards.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not even just that. I like to ADS. I like to aim down sights.
Yeah.
And
You don't do that
wouldn't
there?
do that in Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
The gun shot where you pointed the motherfucker. and
Right.
that's what you had to hope for. But I also like the variety. I mean, some of the enemies are kind of samey to the ones that are in Left 4 Dead, but I feel like the ones in Back 4 Blood are just, I don't know, I feel like they're more interesting. But yeah.
I think, but see, when we talk about these games, all these spiritual successors and all, and adaptations, brings a big issue when it comes down to gaming, right? Motherfuckers trying to sell shit on nostalgia alone, right? Or brand recognition, because like the Avengers game should have been amazing. I mean, Spider-Man, when Insomniac like did it, amazing. Yeah, I mean, that Wolverine game is gonna be promising, but then like Square Enix just, what was that?
I can't wait for Wolverine.
Yeah, I promise you that. Look, the fact that Insomniac is the one handling it, like I have no worry. But when you have like Square Enix, right? Like, and let's face it, Square Enix, the only thing that they really have on the repertoire, like that is like has some credibility, is Final Fantasy. You know what I mean? And maybe in the PS1 where they had like all the other when they had like a monopoly on the RPGs. But other than that, though, nobody can name me a Square Enix game that was actually good. You know, aside from like Final Fantasy 15 and 7 and 14, mind you, Final Fantasy 14 was garbage for like 4 years until like recently, like 2 years ago. All of a sudden, it just skyrocketed to like everybody's playing
it. Was good before that. It was good before that. It's just that people stopped playing World of Warcraft.
Oh, that's what it was.
People stopped playing World of Warcraft because Blizzard's a shitty company. They actually, 14 sucked the year it came out, but they went back and fixed it. The game's actually been great for several years. It's just that people reluctantly went to it because they were tired of giving money to Blizzard.
Now to Matthew, yes, yeah, Chrono Trigger is honestly one of the greatest RPG ever, but that's in the Super Nintendo era, right? Like, what has Square Enix done today aside from being money hungry assholes? Yeah, I mean, they just basically have fell victim to like the whole shit. Like, yo, we're just gonna put out only because it's a AAA game, it's gonna sell, and then you got shit like the Avengers where it's buggy. a games of service. It should have never been a games of service. If they would have focused on the narrative, because it started out strong until halfway there, they'd be like, "Hey guys, let's stop the game. Let's go talk to all these merchants. That's actually your mission today. This is all the ways you can spend your money." Right. And then when you have games like the Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what I mean, which I heard is great things about, I mean, it's like, okay, so you guys, you know, people can make a competent superhero game, or worse yet, Infamous 1, 2, and Second Son, right? Those are like the best X-Men game that are not X-Men games. You know what I mean? And yet, when it comes down to actual like superhero games, we always get like some, you know, some half-ass shit because people think they're gonna buy it off of name recognition alone.
So true.
I don't want to defend Square Enix too much, but they did let us have Sora on Smash Brothers.
And Bravely Default is a really nice game.
So,
but it actually highlights the issue right there, right? Bravely Default is not a AAA game. It's made by a small team of Square Enix. Damn near an indie team. Same thing with Octopath Traveler. All these games that are actually good for them, it's not from their main team.
No, it's other people.
It's other people. They're
Well,
just publishing.
Well, and I think that's why Guardians of the Galaxy actually works, because it doesn't have the same bullshit games of service business model that Avengers has. Which, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the game when I'm playing with friends, but I do strongly dislike the games of service aspects of the game.
It was also too close to the movie. I feel like people were like, "Oh, these people don't look the same. They don't sound the same. What's going on?"
Yeah,
right. No, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that.
Yeah, but that part really didn't bother me as much, if I'm being honest. Like, I mean, they're not gonna afford fucking Robert Downey Jr. to like reprise his whole as fucking Iron.
I mean, he didn't even come for What If, so you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
you know exactly. Nah, but when you look at games like, for example, like when Activision actually handled the Avengers and X-Men's IP pretty well, like when you got like the Ultimate Alliance games, those games were great. Fucking dungeon crawlers, but with fucking Marvel characters. They're amazing.
I thought they were good too. Yeah, they were pretty good.
They were really good, right? But then I think every big game studio at some point, they become so big that they realize like we can half-ass this shit. People gonna buy it.
We ain't gotta do none.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we had Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that dumped a fire of a game. And I mean, I was actually excited because the Battlefront 2 from the OGs, like from the PS2, those games were fucking amazing. I don't know.
I'm with you.
I hate it here.
Yep. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm fading out. Does anybody want to keep playing? Because if not, we're just gonna wrap this up.
No,
Let's
I'm
wrap
good.
it.
I'm good.
It's been 3 hours. That was a solid session. I feel like
I'm
we'll.
like over here, like, don't do it. Don't fall asleep. Don't do it.
It's more the sitting down too. Like I've been sitting all day for work. I sat down for 3 hours for the movie.
Let's do it. Everyone, let's have a stretch right now before we finish. Everyone, stretch your fucking arms out, get your neck done, have a drink of water,
Hold on.
suck a cock.
We can't do that on camera.
Oh,
you can.
Off camera.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Danny just busted out the hand sanitizer, so we might have to fuck off.
Ready?
All right, I'll see you guys later.
I only got my vape juice, so you know.
What the fuck was what? No, what?
Hey, we're on again for another 15 minutes, guys. Hold on.
If you need to get hype, like, I got 30 more minutes. Ernie, what you got going on over there? Tell us a little bit about Blerd Cave and what you doing and stuff.
Oh man, I got stuff on things. I got tons of videos you can go watch and learn stuff. Lately about Eternals. If you want to know stuff about the characters because you have no clue who the hell these people are. I got videos on literally every character that is in the movie and even some that aren't. And I also have the Blerd Cave every Saturday, which technically tomorrow, which I need to set up. But I do this every Saturday. It's
great and it's fun and you should go check it out.
Yes, you should totally go check it out. It's gonna be jumping off at, I believe it is 11 Eastern, which would be like maybe 9 Pacific or something. I don't remember. Anyway, I know it's 12 noon my time because I'm Central Standard.
1 o'clock Eastern.
1 o'clock Eastern.
10 o'clock
That's what it is.
Pacific. Yep.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
See, I had it all backwards. See,
it.
Robo.
10 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
When in doubt, all you gotta do
Robo's
is
got me.
turn your notifications on. It'll let you know.
Exactly. Click those
Ring-
bells
ring
and
the
shit.
bell. That's it.
Yeah, because we'll actually be talking about Eternals, the movie tomorrow. It'll just be me because I don't think Carter's seen it.
Okay, all right. Wait, are you doing spoiler talk tomorrow?
We're gonna do. We're gonna start off with a probably about maybe 20 or so minutes where we're gonna talk about it like from a non-spoiler perspective, and then when we get about like 30 to 45 inches, we bullshit a lot, so it'll probably might take an hour to get to that point. We'll do full spoilers. So.
All business over here.
That's true. We are very professional.
It's one of those that it happens naturally a lot of times because we'll get to talking about something stupid and we'll just go on for a ways and then we'll look and be like, oh shit, dude, we're an hour in. We haven't even talked about what the fuck we're supposed to talk about the show.
Super
Why do that?
They'll take you way off. Because you have to read it. It's like, all right, you promised. Like, all right. And then some dumbass will do a loyal fan will and you ask a question ain't got shit to do with what you're talking about, but then that takes it off.
Hey, Blerd, where you get your t-shirt from?
I hope
$10.
Yeah, I almost hope we don't get super chats because we don't even get paid to get off subject. And one super chats are coming in like, boom,
dude. Sometimes that shit will like, and I mean, first world problems, but there have been shows, dude. No, dude, there have literally been Blerd caves where the whole show is derailed for an hour. Because people just keep super chatting and be like, oh no, dude, he's answering these motherfuckers. So keep sending them. Keep sending them. I mean, and like I said, I wish I had I don't know.
Bad for you. No, my heart goes out to you.
Like honestly, I don't even know how you can live with yourself.
I'm waiting for the super chats.
I hate it. Fuck, bro. Why are you so successful? I know it must be hard for like.
Well, it's like I used to tell Carter, like, man, dude, show is running long today. I said, hey, look, man, if they're gonna keep paying me to hang around, I'm gonna hang around. So. I eat no matter how tired, hungry, hangry, or annoyed I might be, I will hang around.
Yeah.
So there you go. It is what it is. It's my way to give back.
Damn, bro. Why you let him go first? Now, like whatever I have to say in comparison is like,
yeah.
Hey,
go what have you got? Tell us. What's going on?
Hold on, give me a second. Let me okay, so yeah, I've still got my 500 subscribers. I just hit that shit. What's up?
Hey.
Yeah, no tigre. No super chats yet. Nothing. I just got a couple games on the backlog that I'm working my way through, and got some videos coming up. I've been I just been talking shit about all these headliners coming up and these YouTube shorts, and some people been taking them a little too hard. I got like the Grand Theft Auto trilogy shit. Some people out here really did not like my comment when I called GTA 3 just a game, bruh.
Wow.
Bruh. A game that happened.
They were like, "Hey, it's just a game." We're like, first of all, that revolutionized. I'm like, bro, it aged like fucking beer,
like milk
left outside in July. You know what I'm saying? So either way, though, I'm working on a couple. I got a couple projects coming on.
Nice.
Yeah, just trying to be like Blerd, apparently.
Hey, man, look, hey.
Who doesn't want to be like Blerd? Let's be honest.
Blerd is goals, dude. I just thought,
dude,
subscribe to the channel. I was like, holy shit.
Danny, what are you doing? Danny, what's happening with you? What have you got to promote?
Nothing as impressive as Blerd, but
stop. It's hard to do.
We did hit 400 subscribers today on Next Issue Pod.
Woo, congrats!
Yeah, very excited about that. I'm probably doing a live stream for the Eternals sometime this weekend for a review. Also, I'm making a video I'm ranking the Eternals from the movie, like the way I like them, who I think is the coolest, to the maybe not so cool.
Cool.
But I want to wait a little bit for more people to watch the movie. And then we might have a live on Sunday. I think I can get the gang back together. We've all been having stuff going on. So yeah, go check it out. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe to Next Issue Podcast.
Yeah, do it. Miracle Man, what are you doing?
I am almost. I am not doing much. I do the Wednesday night Not Near Mint show with Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Comics on the Mind, Ace, Whack. It's a cast, let me tell you. Lady Fantastic just came back to us, so that's great. And I'm over on Twitter, and occasionally I dunk it on a chud. That's really very small part of what I do over there. And I post comics, and we talk about books, both good, bad, and terrible. And that's about it. So if you like to do that, come by and see me.
Oh yeah.
Nicely
Robo,
said. You want to wrap us up?
Robo, mention TMT. I forgot.
Yeah, no, I know you did. So check this out. Can't laugh.
Actually, I really hope you.
No, it is now recording.
No, that is perfect.
Hello and welcome to our podcast, The Melanated Timeline.
Oh, you sound like an automated voice message.
That's classic.
Can you play it, but like move your mouth?
Ali,
Like
what does it say? It said "Sobrali número dos," and then she's like, "Just press one, dumbass."
Hey, yo, that bit about my mom, that shit was hilarious. Like, I forgot I said that shit.
Hey, so Cipher and I got a podcast going called The Melanated Timeline. We don't really have like topical, it's just bullshitting. We probably get a little SJWE every now and then, but we just kind of talk it out. We're on Spotify and all that stuff. Apple didn't like our banner because it has old dude from Star Wars in there, and there's some copyright or whatever, so that we got to make a new one. So we'll be on Apple, but give us a follow on Melanated Timeline. We're trying to put out a thing at least once a week. I got our third one to publish and all that. Of course, if you're still inside here, check me out on the Robo Strange, _Robo_Strange on Twitch, and I do all that. And of course, we have here, and I think this weekend, maybe not, I don't know. Follow us on Twitter. Go to IFL Comics. I freaking love comics, but IFLcomics.com, and you get our link to Discord. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you see all our friends, including Ernie, Blur Without Fear, Cipher World, Danny from Next Issue Podcast, and Not Near Mint. Yep, we got all our friends on there, including Eva Webb and all of that. Yeah, so
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Ladies, gentlemen, MBs, that is the end of our show. Please go get vaccinated, brush your teeth, wash your hands, do all the stuff. I love you all. Bye. Peace.
Get that boot.
What's up, friendly neighborhood nerds? If you want to hear interviews from industry pros, get first looks, and have access to endless comic content, wake up. Please wake up. You're in a coma. Your mother misses you.